part. Baby, I'ma give it to you from the start. Get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Oh, this is your ideal. This is your fantasy. This is your naughty thoughts. This is what you're all about. This is how we function. Follow your instructions. This is how we like to play. Feeling like shades of gray. Play your role, I play my part. Play your role, and I play my part. Play your role, and I play my part. Baby, I'ma give it to you from the start. Get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Oh, you like to play your way, doing everything that you say. Following your every word. That's how it all occurred. Acting outside myself. Give my all to nothing's left. Wow, what a rush. All in the name of lust. Play your role, I play my part. Play your role, and I play my part. Play your role, and I play my part. Baby, I'ma give it to you from the start. Get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Oh.
Damn, bro.
Yo, Wolf, I hear what you're saying. He was doing all he can to see a nigga dip in the big man. Boy, they some creepy people. It ain't none of them cheaper. Hey, Stargate, what Tink won't do?
What Tink won't do? Do for stuff. He tried everything, but he won't give up. In his world, he always loses. And he'll do for stuff what you will not do.
Tell you what Tink will do for subs, y'all. Throw his own friend under the bus, y'all. You living off a woman, you the crumb boy, and have a nerd to call everybody a bum, y'all. Never mind that smoke game nonsense. You said you wanted, well, you the content. All that kush smoke fucking up your conscience. Oh, now you saying fuck Lennon Honor. Oh, now you saying fuck Singali. Oh, now you a Umar follower. And you name your dog that. Stargate showed the messages and all that. You so Joe, damn, where Rory and Maul at? Smoking ass need to log off, fall back. Body bag, Tink you properly buried. Your lying ass Tink ain't happily married.
What Tink won't do? for subs. He tried everything, but he won't give up.
Where you at?
In his world, he always lose.
Don't get mad.
And you'll do for subs what you will not do.
Don't try to do it.
Members wonder what is wrong with him. Could it be Stargate? Is it love or she?
You know.
He's been buying views, you know. But he's stuck on 6, and he just won't grow.
With up, propane? What's wrong with the bull showing championship rings that he ain't played for? Oh, low down dirty. Game ass nigga should have been on the 9/11 plane ass nigga on a box. I knock that ass out, hit you with every swing. Frank's red hot sauce, I put that shit on everything. Shout out to Miss Smoke. G stuck with you, messed up when grown man the only one that fuck with ya. YouTube fame, won't you go be a farmer? Lost your crop to a nigga that got chinks in his armor. Remember when that lane first came in the game? He got gassed up and tried to light propane. Put his body bag in the body bag in the bag. Speaking wolf, yeah, we just autographed his toe tag. I got one question, this one's rhetorical. Stars, you think cause he like him like the Oracle.
Do for subs. He tried everything, but he won't give up. In his world, he always lose. And you'll do for subs what you will not do. Members wonder what is wrong with him. Could it be Stargate? Is it love or she? He's been buying views, you know. But he's stuck on 6, and he just won't grow.
Deleted. Ha 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 ha. Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another press conference. So we have a big debate coming up this Saturday between Stargate and D-Derailed. The topic being, should Albert Lanier get canceled? So basically for the second week in a row, we have a debate in which it involves cancellation. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with that. Before I go any further, let me shout out to people in the chat. Spot him, shot him, what's going on? DJ Drama, what's going on? Hashtag free drama. Free drama. 211, what's going on? Got my Kevin Dunn / my Pat Patterson Muslim in the building. Vici. We got Potness in the building. What's going on, player? Speak Easy, what's going on? Red Pill, what's going on? Who else is in here? We got Dr. Bombay. Shout out to Dr. Bombay for the song played at the very beginning. Shout out to them. I think that's everybody so far. Yep, that's about everybody so far right there. Be accountable, got that unconscious energy. But anyways, y'all, so I'm going to first start off by addressing last week's debate with Shotgun Raw and Flacco. And there was some great feedback overall. Great feedback overall. I appreciate Flacco and Shakim having that rematch last week. And pretty much if it was up to me, if I was judging that, I would have had that as a draw. I pretty much thought both guys pretty much had a knockout, drag out fight with that. Really no doubt about that. Got Remix Way Life God in the house. What's going on? But as usual with these debates, there's some feedback and there's certain people that have some concerns. And the very first thing I'm going to talk about are the judges that were chosen. Now, it was Spot 'em, Shot 'em, DJ Drama, and the Partners. Now, for me, do I regret picking those guys as judges? Absolutely not. No, I don't. You know, I pretty much thought Drama, Spot 'em, and Partners were very objective in that debate. And as far as how they judged it, you know, that's pretty much how they judged it. I mean, they were the judges. So I'm in full support of Drama, Spot 'em, and Partners when they judged that debate. You know, I'm pretty much in full support of that. And trust me, it will not be the last time you will see Partners, DJ Drama, or Spot 'em, Shot 'em judging any future debates. Now, there are certain people that have different opinions, and that's completely fine. That's completely fine. But it's like I said, I do support Drama, Spot 'em, and Partners, and I really do appreciate those guys coming in when I really needed them, because not many other people were willing to judge that debate. So there you go with that. Now, the other thing I want to address was there were certain people that was questioning the judges, or I guess you would say the criteria, quote unquote, of how judges are supposed to judge debates. And I hear some of y'all saying that, and I understand where you guys are coming from. But for me personally, I'm not trying to make these debates so complex. I'm really not trying to make these debates so goddamn complex. I'm trying to keep shit simple. So the only criteria I really have for judges when they're deciding who won or lost is basically look at each debater's points and see who had the best points. Now, if you want to do it like how DJ Drama does it, where it's like a 2-1, 3-0, or where the case is, then fine. I don't have an issue with that. If you want to do it how the Partners did it, the Partners had certain criteria where they looked at certain different categories and they judged it off of that. Now, I don't got an issue with that either. If you look at example with Scarlett, for example, with Scarlett, when she was judging, she basically looked at the whole grand scope of it. That's fine too. So basically, for any judge that's going to judge in these future debates, you know, the only thing I ask of is for you to be as objective as possible and for you to just look for who made the best points. Now, again, if that goes from, if you want to go round by round, or if you look at the overall debate, or if you want to do it how the Partners did it, that's fine, you know? And plus, too, I think with having certain judges having different criteria, I think that's what makes the whole debate more exciting, is because you don't know how the judges are going to score it. And there were certain people that was saying, well, judges always have a criteria or the same criteria. Now, even if that's the case, my question to you is, then why are there multiple judges everywhere? For the Olympics, for boxing, for MMA, for actual professional debates, for the NBA voting, there's multiple judges. So even if you're going to have judges go by a certain criteria, pretty much at the end of the day, not everybody is going to pick the same person, period. So, but anyways, y'all, I'm pretty much want to be done with that. And speaking of which, before I get into the main thing here,
Well, you know what? So I pretty much just have to go ahead and let this out. So, speaking of judges, so we do have 3 judges set and confirmed for this weekend at Deleted. We do have 3 judges. So I'm going to make that announcement now. So the 3 judges for this Saturday will be Slander God, Stefan Gaetano, and Red Pill. I'm going to say it again. The 3 judges for this weekend are Slander God, Stefan Gaetano, and Red Pill. I'm going to say it one more time for Umar because I know there's going to be people asking in the chat room come Saturday. So I'm going to say it one more time for y'all. Slander God, Stefan Gaetano, and Red Pill. Those are the judges. I'm not changing my mind. Those are the judges. Now, if any of y'all are going to have if you guys have any issues with that, the best thing I can say to you is if you want to judge a future debate, or if you know somebody that wants to judge a future debate, email me. That's all I'm going to say from now on. So if it turns out that people have issues with the judges, that's what I'm going to start saying from now on. If you want to judge a debate in the near future, email me. If you know somebody that want to judge, email me. That's all I'm going to say. I am not going to keep on having this discussion about judges and all this other stuff. I'm not. So, speaking of judges, we do have a debate next week, and I'm still looking for judges there, which is between Humble King and Shakim Ra. Now, speaking of Humble King and Shakim Ra, I want to play this quick little promo.
Can I have your grit money? 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 For 1 year. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools. Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits? Can I have your grit money? Can I have your grit money?
All right, so that's going to be next Saturday. Again, I'm still looking for 3 judges. So again, if you want to be a judge or if you know someone that wants to be a judge, go ahead and email me. I'm not going to take any comments, nothing in the chat, nothing on panels. Go ahead and email me. I need 3 judges. If I'm not able to get 3 judges by next Saturday for Humble King and Shakim Ra, then the chat will be the only judge. I do not want the chat to be a judge. Y'all know how I feel about the chat being judges. But again, if I do not have 3 judges, the chat will be a judge. If I only get 2 judges, those judges will judge it, but we still need a 3rd judge, and the chat room will be a 3rd judge. So I need 3 judges. I need 3 judges for Humble King and Shakim Ra next week. I saw some other people was coming into the building. Saw Stargate. What's going on, Stargate? What's going on? I think I saw a troll Stargate account too in here. I saw that one. I think this is the troll one. I'm the only lady in the chat. Please donate for happy endings. Yeah, that's a troll account. All right, so let's get into this Saturday's debate with Stargate and D-Derailed. Let's go to the tale of the tape first. Let me take this banner off. I always do that every time I'm about to play this tale of the tape.
To my Problems in the paper, put my problems paper. Dial up the deputy mad at my brown. Problems in the paper, put my problems paper. Dial up the deputy mad at my brown. Problems in the paper, put my problems paper. Dial up the deputy mad at my brown. Problems in the paper, put my problems paper. Dial up the deputy mad at my brown.
All right, so that's the tale of the tape. Got Stargate coming in with an 0-1 record. The Godfather D-Derailed will make his debut and step in the ring. And it's going to be about Al. It's going to be about Al. So, all that being said, it's going to be very, very interesting. And for what it is, though, with Stargate and D-Derailed having this debate, it really is a milestone, at least for me, ever since I started doing this step in the ring thing, because if you guys remember back to the first ever live I did of me talking about potentially doing something like this, it was Stargate not accepting the D-Derailed interview, which was one of the deciding factors that I wanted to do something like this, because when D-Derailed and Stargate were supposed to have that interview, the whole sector was excited. Everybody was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it. And when Stargate canceled for whatever reason, you know, like that's back then, you know, for whatever the reason, you know, it pretty much brought a lot of people's hopes down. And I thought the Stargate D-Derailed thing was really the start of the sector kind of moving into a different direction, where we had people from quote unquote opposite sides kind of like, you know, I guess, quote unquote, bridging the gap, I guess you would say. And I really thought that that interview being canceled was a missed opportunity. And that very same night was, I believe, when Don and D-Derailed got into it, and D-Derailed made his live. Don was in that live, and over 100 people was in that live. And it really prompted me to really think to myself, okay, if D-Derailed can get over 100 people in his chat, and Don is in that panel, and it really has nothing to do with Umar, maybe there's something there. And then again, it brought me back to the D-Derailed Stargate interview being canceled. And then that's when my ideas started floating into my head. And then I was trying to figure out ways to kind of bring other people together to kind of do something as far as a debate or an interview or just something of that note. So the very fact that Stargate and D-Derailed are now having this debate this Saturday, it's really just a testimony, at least for me. It's really a testimony for me and possibly for others that if you have an idea and you implement it, things will come to you. You know, because again, when I came on here on April 7th and I talked about what this can possibly be, and once I start seeing other people kind of bouncing off ideas and I was taking all that in consideration, I immediately started making the logos, making the advertisements, kind of just thinking of ways of how this thing can grow. So it's really a testament, at least for me, that if you have an idea, go ahead and implement it. And don't just wait. Go ahead and start doing it now, because you never know what may come about it. Now, Stargate obviously is going to be coming in as the underdog, and that's really no big surprise, seeing as how the topic is with Al being canceled. So it's going to be interesting to see how Stargate can come back the Godfather. It's going to be interesting. It should be fun, should be pretty entertaining, and all that other stuff. And again, guys, at the end of the day, I keep saying this, it's all about entertainment. Let's not take this too seriously. Let's not take this to the point where people are being called, CPS, the cops, jobs being called, people getting fired from their job, all that other stuff. I mean, it's really not that serious. It's really not that serious, y'all. Let's go ahead and have some fun this weekend. Let's go ahead and have fun this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for anyone that wants to come up. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or possibly if you want to debate someone in the near future, you can go ahead and do that as well. But anyways, though, as I'm waiting for anyone that wants to come up, I'm really not sure what's up with Al. I'm really not sure what's up with Al because I did hear him on Stargate's live a few days ago. I think it was Sunday, in which he talked about saying that he wants to be interviewed or at least have a conversation with D-Derailed. I don't know. I've been trying to set that up, but Al, for some reason, is ignoring me. I mean, he's too busy talking to Spot Him, Shot Him. You know, like, I don't know why, but whatever, it is what it is.
Yo, man. My official prediction for the debate. Here, before I even give that, I do want to say this. Stargate has tricked us all. Stargate is smarter than we've been thinking, bro. So when Stargate did the binary show, you feel me? I feel like she did play this role, right? Of like the you feel me? Look, you know, I'm dumb, blah blah. But Stargate, she's very smart, bro, right? So I feel like the Godfather should not go in underestimating Stargate, because if he does, it's gonna, you feel me? Like, we want a sharp Godfather. We want a Godfather who has prepared and took this seriously, right? So, but if the Godfather do take it seriously, I do think it's a 3-0 because there's no way you can defend Al. You feel me, right? Because this sector and non-blacks, come on, Stargate, man.
Oh, Flacco, well, thank you for believing in my intelligence. But D-Derailed is a good debater. I would, like I said, be accountable. I did get your email. Thank you. I think it's more for me. I wanted to prove to the sector that I'm willing to do anything for fun. I'm not a natural debater. Like I guess you heard me say, I didn't understand because I didn't think it would be like, I didn't want to ruin your reputation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a natural debater or whatnot. But if you feel like it's okay, I guess seeing Derailed and me talk, I think that is content, I guess.
Now hold on, Stargate. Now hold on. Again, though, just this morning, you was tearing Identity's ass up this morning.
Oh!
So pretty much for you to say that you're not a natural debater. Like I can't
all about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't co-sign that, because I was hearing you. He was like, listen, no, Identity. No, that's not true. That's not true, Identity. No. You misogynistic fuck.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, and you was going head to head with Oracle and them. Man, shit, man, you need to stop lying to these people, saying that you're not a natural debater. You can go head to head with these people.
I don't know. Me and Derailed have well, see, this is the thing. I think I was more shocked at Identity, so I think I feel closer to Identity than I do because me and Derailed, like, I was always confused back in the day, right? So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just work that out later. And because we never kind of solidified our bond, let's say. And then because Derailed was always, had this thing about, I don't know, protecting Umar. And then the whole thing with Q Butter. So there you go. So I think I don't know. I don't know if I can get like that with Derailed because I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know.
Now, the whole thing is Stargate. You do have someone on the panel who was the underdog twice in his last 2 debates, and he came out as the victor. So, Flacco, do you have any advice as a man who who was an underdog, where you basically had to prove to people that not only is FDMG not a scam, but binary code wasn't the one to be canceled. You know, you gotta give her advice, Flacco.
Right. I would say this, right? Defending binary was definitely difficult. Now, defending Albert Lanier, that's hey, so let me start. But I don't know what you was thinking here, man. But right. But judges, right? Judges.
Oh my god.
Judges are pretty fair, right? For me, right? It's all based on how well you argue, right? So even if you don't believe nothing you say, if you're able to just present it properly, just say it, right? Cool. And then also too, man, like play into the nice girl thing, right? Because the Godfather gonna come in blazing.
Yeah.
He might get some digs in, right? But play that, nice girl thing, right? That might go over well.
Okay. Well, thank you, Flacco. I appreciate you just wanting to see me win. But like I said, we know.
No. Don't let them.
You didn't say all that. Okay.
Don't let them sound bites go, man. Different call. Flacco is cold gang officially now. Oh man.
All right, Flacco. My bad.
You finna spark a fire
you
life.
Wishing me good luck. I guess that's just you wishing me good luck.
Yes.
So, Godfather, please don't go in on me, Godfather.
Man, that was my ass real quick, man. You finna, man, open my head, bro. These niggas, man, bro. These Negroes not playing with me no more, man. Man, wait. So wait. Why did you agree to this though?
I know Muslim. He comes. He backed those cat eyes at me, and I can't turn Muslim down. I don't know what it is about Muslim that I just appreciate so much. And I don't know. I have a connection with Muslim. Like he could ask me to do practically anything, and I'll be like, okay, Muslim, I'll do it.
Right. I will say this though, right? Yeah, you feel me, right? And he is somebody, right? Who, same thing, right? For me, man, I was on like level 3,000, right? And because of him, I dialed it back, right? With the personal, this is what shocked him, so I definitely understand, He's
right?
Somebody,
Right.
He's thinking. But somebody says, Stargate better bring the same shovel you brought to Identity Crisis. Wait, hold up. Tell me about that.
You didn't hear about that? Me and Identity made it. I believe we had a misunderstanding. No, I think in Identity's case, he would say that I just want to make sure that, people do the right thing. And my thing was, I could have swore, because I have not gone back over the audio with the situation. Remember, I did the show about run phones, right? If you feel like, somebody's lying to you in a relationship, if you feel like something's going on, the only reason why somebody will run through people's phones is because they feel like their partner is lying to them and asking them questions. You want answers. The only way you're going to get answers is to go through the phones if they haven't deleted the evidence already. Right. And so I hear he actually not only went through phones, he was basically, he got sad about, I don't know. He said he went to a dark place. He not only ran phones, but what else did he do? He said he didn't follow somebody. He didn't follow her, but he went to places that he felt like she shouldn't have been. And if she would have showed up there, then he would have known she was messing around on him.
My God.
Yeah. So I was like, that's that. You went further than I did. And there was something else he said he hid in the bushes. Basically, he was
hid in the bushes.
Hiding in the bushes. And I was like, why didn't you just tell me that on my show? And he believes he said something to that effect, but I said, no, you just told me to just go higher. You just went in to go higher, and he had me believing that he automatically pick going higher in all situations, and maybe I assumed because he did not go into the story that he automatically picked that every time. So I'm gonna go back to the audio. I'll talk to him about it because I felt like he was making a situation about like I hadn't healed, and maybe I had the heat for the guy that I was in a relationship with, and I wasn't. I was actually had the heat for him because I felt like you didn't open up to me when I asked you the question flat out, but you told binary. So yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the Taxstone and Joe Budden beef, right? So, for example, right? So Joe Budden was arrested for sitting on a girl's like stomach, right? Right. So when Charlemagne asked Joe Budden on his show, right, he went into details, blah blah, and then when Taxstone asked him, he's like, "What? It never happened, right?" So Taxstone felt like, "Come on, bro, like, why are you treating like my platform differently?" You feel me? So
right.
Yeah. So is that what you felt like? Come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I felt like it was misogyny, because not only when I flat out asked him, he did not tell me this story, and he just went to just go to the higher place star. And then he also, when he was, even though he was, like I said, I felt like he was joking when he said, "Ladies, don't be like Star." Then I felt like, but then he never, like, he was harder on me in a joking way than he was on himself when he did all these things. You see what I'm saying? So he was like, "Star, why would you do that?" Or, "Don't do that, Star." Or, "Ladies, don't do what Star did." But when he did it, he didn't say, "Well, guys, don't do this," or "Ladies don't," or "People don't do this." I did it, and it was fucked up of me to even go there. So I felt like he was harder on me than he was himself, even though he did way things that were more, I don't know, that was worse than I did.
Wow.
Flacco.
What's up?
Yo, she tore that nigga's ass up on binary stream. You have got to see that. She tore his ass up, man. I was like, what the world going on? Yo, like, and
that's her brother though.
Bruh,
That's not bro.
You have to watch that. Stargate tore his ass up. I was like, woo. Yo, bruh, you know how with certain women, how certain women get mad that it's sexy as hell. That was Stargate this morning. I was like, God damn, you turning me
Stargate
on.
had the hood niggas
going
for the Jergens, man. We had the lotion out in full effect. Stargate
Yeah. Like, I was like, God damn, like, what's your name again? I was like, God damn.
Man. Wow. See, yo. Listen, man. Yo, I told y'all, bro. Listen, man. Stargate wasn't nobody to play with, man. Feel me, right? All it took, right, was that little extra push and confidence when she got her own show. She's like, "Yo, wait, hold up now." I'm like, "Yo, I'm in the game too." You feel me?
Yeah,
and I started giving you niggas now.
Respect the star. Respect the star.
Wow. But you know, pretty much later on in the day, you know, Star and Identity did make up. Yeah. So looks like Stargate ain't a free agent, y'all. So you know, shit, you know, like I was about to start. I was going to sign you to my new group. It's going to be called Be Accountable in the Family.
Be accountable in the fam. I love it.
Yo, speaking of free agents, Spot 'em, man. I've been trying to sign fucking Spot 'em for a while now, man. Can you imagine what the shock jockey shit we can do with Spot 'em, bro? Man.
Right, man. Like there's a lot of free agents in this sector. It's gonna be a hot summer.
It's gonna be a hot summer.
A hot summer in this sector, man. Man, bro. Listen, man. I'll be honest, man. Like this sector is getting to a point where like we are running out of storylines. I mean, right? Like what else could possibly happen? Right? Like, bro, right? Like, what else could possibly happen now? Right? Like, you know, so I don't know, man. This sector might be running on his last, lags, right? Like, because right now, right, people like are finding like, oh, okay, so like it's kind of like a bragging rights, right, to say, man, bruh, I'm out this sector, right? For me, right? So so that's what, man. I'm like, bruh, I don't know, man. For me, man, like if people now are like bragging about getting like 500 subs and leaving the sector, imagine if people get about like 1,000 and 2,000 subs, bro. Nobody will ever touch on the sector again. You feel me, right? Like folks are listen, like folks folks are feeling they're too big for the sector after buying 300 fake subs, right? Now, imagine if that person, I'll get any like a moderate success, right? They're gone, and I left the sector. Yeah, and then the sector can't last, bro. You feel me? Who's next?
Well, like the main pattern I've been noticing is that, like, I think the last 3-4 debates, like, kind of like started creating new storylines that I did not know was going to happen. I mean, yeah, because especially with these damn post shows, like, it would just be creating a whole bunch of damn storylines. I mean, shit. I mean, like the last debate, hey, you and Shakim going at it. I weren't trying to book that. I was like, well, shit, I didn't know all that was going to happen.
Right. And that also, right, for me, like, and that right there, right, it highlighted, bro, how important and stamped your debates are, right? The fact that somebody can lose and feel so slighted, right? That speaks volumes, right, bro? Like that shows, like, damn, yo, like this debate actually means something, right, from some people, So, I don't understand it, man. Like with D-Derailed and start beefing them.
Oh no, we made up.
No, post like present, right? Look, so let's assume, right, that Stargate pulls out the impossible and successfully defends Al. Again, defending Al, that's where it's impossible, right? For me, so right. So let's say the Stargate pulls out the W and defends Al. Do you understand like the earthquake that's gonna cause an interceptor?
He is.
Like come on, man. I'm talking about the good guys.
Derail will try to cancel everybody.
Don't let Binary get a hold of those results, man. Bro, Binary finna make like 12-hour live streams. Let's not. I'll tell you right now, man. This debate's gonna cause World War IV, man. Right, so we gotta be very careful, man. You feel me?
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Facts, man.
If I could, but I think what happens is, though, me defending myself, and I think because Identity was a guy, and he has, I felt like maybe he, like had a more, like his relationship with Binary is closer, and then I felt that maybe like we had a camaraderie where like if I asked him straight out, he would. And so maybe I have to respect that if him and Binary are closer, that is also a possibility. And not because they're just guys, they're just closer because of, they're closer, So my thing with Derailed, because I guess it's like I'm always trying to defend myself. And I feel like because I knew he was joking, Derailed was joking a lot. And I think I don't know, maybe that's why I didn't get in my bag. But like, I felt like because I felt like Identity knew he was messing with me. And I think I was like, I felt like we had a thing where like, if I ask you something, you wouldn't, like try to tap dance around a question. So maybe I just
political answers. Yeah.
Yeah. So felt like you would be more straightforward with me, and maybe, like I said, I have to go back to the IO, and I'll just, I'll have to wait because like I said, I don't remember him saying anything, because he believes he did tell me that he did, he did tell me some part of the story, or maybe not the whole thing like he did with Binary. So
do y'all talk off YouTube, like you and Identity?
No, like we will have we had like maybe 1 or 2 Zoom meetings with me, Identity, and Binary. So like even me and Binary, we don't talk off of YouTube. What we'll do is we'll have meetings about the show. And then that's it. And then we'll say, well, did you hear about this or did you hear about that? And that's basically it. We really don't even, and most of the time we're just, emailing each other. So yeah, me and Smoke we were talking on the phone and all of that. But like I said, I thought we were in a good place and it was secure and it was okay. So like if anybody, me and Smoke had a close relationship, but y'all saw how that went. So
right. Wait, so you and Smoke was closer than you and Binary and Identity?
Well, this is the thing. They respect me. I feel like there's a level of respect that I get from them more because they've never tried to, I would say, I felt like Smoke would try to control my moves. And when I would call him out on it, or when he would expect blind loyalty, I think he felt like I was disposable and he did what he felt like he had to do to get rid of me. And he knew that his wife was never going to do anything to him. But my whole thing is that whether she was or whether she wasn't, I didn't want him lying on me. I didn't want him telling people that I was out here. I didn't want people thinking, because it was already, a lot of people was questioning my character.
Of course.
I had a lot of people already questioning my character. And for Smoke to say that I was trying to break up his marriage, I knew people would believe him automatically, because females are rarely believed in these situations.
Right.
Because I know Smoke he's very charismatic. He knows how to win people over.
No, lie. I mean, you know how to lie. Yeah.
Right? Say that one more time.
He knows how to lie.
He knows how to lie. And when he lies, it's very convincing. And me, I'll be like, oh, come on, please don't believe that, y'all. That's me, Please don't believe that lie, y'all. And I'm just like, I'm glad, because a lot of people say, why you didn't erase the messages? I said, well, I guess maybe my spirit told me that, not to erase it, because I needed it for the future. Because my whole thing was, it wasn't even a second thought to me that I would need those text messages to prove my innocence. So there you go.
Man. Right. So, right. So, okay. So let's speak on the potential of the Smoke Gang channel, like prior to this, right? Let's be honest here. Did you feel like, yo, man, like we got a really good collective of people here, and I think we can actually take this beyond something, right?
Right.
You actually pulled off a 24-hour live stream, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man.
And I remember, like maybe a couple of days later when he took that down, I felt that was one of the things I was like, well, wow. Oh my goodness, excuse me, y'all. Why would he take that down? Like that was a lot of work, because I remember I fell asleep. I fell asleep on that live, but I remember waking up. So like I've actually, like that was a lot of work. Like I didn't stay there the full 20. So this is the thing, a lot of people didn't get that. Like how did y'all sat there and y'all didn't watch our ass for 24 hours? We went in shifts. So if everybody could see, like maybe 10 people took the first couple hours, and then like maybe a couple of people dipped out, a couple of people came in, they took over the next 2-3 hours. So it was a rotation. So like we did sleep, we did wash our ass. So like if you understand people just rotating in shifts and taking, like they tapping each other out, that's basically how we was able to pull it off. And even Smoke had went to Smoke went to sleep, and we kind of just controlled everything. And I think like every few hours he'll come back. Y'all good? Like we good.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he'll go back to sleep or whatever. So I think it was like a lot of it was broken sleep patterns for him to pull that off. But he took naps too. So even though I think Miss Smoke was making sure she, watching out for the chat room, but she was at that time, I don't think she was really that involved with even being on the panels at that time.
Yeah.
So
no, that's facts, man. Like also too, man. I do want to say this though, man. Right? I'm not sure if you watched like Derailed like live, like the night you like cammed up, and instantly when I tell you, I instantly seen how jealous, like just the voices, like the comments afterwards, like how they was treating you. I instantly said, "Damn, those other women are not happy." Did you ever feel like some form of like
the only
jealousy
thing I didn't feel like jealousy. What I felt was it got different a couple of days later with The Only One. And then so when I talked to her, because she was acting funny with me in the chat, and then when I called her out on it, and I actually was questioning myself, maybe it is me, maybe I am tripping,
right?
Because I didn't think Miss Smoke or her would, like, if they was honest, I felt like they would be honest with me. I said, well, maybe I am tripping. And then to come to find out, not only was it The Only One, Creepy was starting to have issues with me, but she was letting stuff fester. And even though we had pieced out, like we had settled our differences and said, well, maybe we shouldn't even be friends behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could still be cool on the YouTube streets. And then so it was all settled to me. So for her to attack me on that show, I felt like her and The Only One was gaining, because she would talk to me in confidence, saying how she felt like The Only One. I said, I didn't like the way The Only One talked to you, because I said, I don't think I said, I'm starting to believe that The Only One did feel some kind of way, or she felt like I was trying to take over. So I think it was that. I think The Only One felt like I was trying to take over Smoke's panel, and I think Miss Smoke thought the same thing, and because she probably knew Smoke, maybe she ran Smoke's phones, and she knew that Smoke was trying to hit on me, and maybe she asked him to throw me under the bus to prove his loyalty towards her. Maybe she felt that I was trying to take over the show, and she was trying to throw me under the bus by saying I was trying to break up their marriage, because they both ganged up on me and Money, saying that we were trying to break up their marriage. So it was like they was trying to play offense before. They probably assumed that we were gonna tell the text messages, that he was sending us, and he was trying to, play an offensive play, trying to get ahead of the situation. So.
Start real quick. So like, so I'm looking at the chat, and I'm not really sure what the chat is on, because like there's some people in the chat saying get back to talking about the debate. And I could have sworn Stargate. Okay. Hold on. Because and the whole thing about it is like I'm kind of confused why the chat is saying this, because I could have sworn that Stargate already gave her feelings about the debate. So if there's anybody in the chat, I mean, like, is there something else you want Stargate to say about the debate? Because she pretty much said that she's looking forward to the debate, and then she talked about saying that she doesn't know why that I want her to debate, and then I explained why, and then she talked about saying that she's not a natural debater. Then after that, I talked about how you are a natural debater because you tore Identity's ass up this morning. Then Flacco came on, and I asked Flacco to give Stargate advice. So to the chat, I'm trying to understand, what else do you want Stargate to say at this point?
Yeah. What do y'all want me to say? Do y'all want me to leave?
Yeah, like I'm trying to understand. But speaking of which, we do have D-Derailed on the panel. What's going on, D?
What's up, Darrell?
I'm gonna hop off. Let them have
hey guys, how y'all doing? Hey
And
man,
chilling, D, man.
hey man, not feeling my best right now, man. I took a not feeling real good. Had to leave work early, and I'm just
So
actually
we
waking
ain't
up.
got to talk. You canceling?
No, I'm not canceling. I'll be good. I just was feeling down and
I'm
so forth.
sorry to hear that, Darrell.
No, I'm good. I'm feeling better. I just had some issues, and I just woke up about maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. Then I remember I was like, oh damn, and I'm like, let me you know get myself together. At least I kind of text you just to let you know. I'm like, hey, I'll just come up and just briefly talk and chat for about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes or what have you.
Okay.
I can at least do that. So
Right.
so
It's
I do again, BA. I do apologize. I should have let you know, but I was really not feeling good, and
no, you good. You good. You
yeah,
good.
so we talking about deleting Al, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all know, I'm definitely gonna debate in the positive for that, and I'm looking forward to engaging in adversarial discourse with Stargate on this particular issue. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely be charged up about it because I have a lot to say about Mr. Al and his little antics and so forth, and a lot of the myths and things about Al, the mystery of Al, things I'm going to expose, and I plan to make people aware of the person who calls himself Al Lanier. So um, y'all sit back. It's going to be a real good debate. I think it's going to be a real good debate about that, and I'm definitely looking forward for to have that discussion and so on. So
Right. And you may have an advantage now, Stargate. Like D
Yeah,
ain't
he's
feeling
sick.
well.
So I'm gonna
You
pound on
know.
that sickness. Be accountable.
Mm,
no, I'll be good by tomorrow. So the debate is
Okay.
actually Saturday at 7 or 8 or
It's
it's at 8
Eastern.
Eastern.
Yeah.
yeah, 8 Eastern, so
So
that's
7 your
seven
time.
seven seven Central my time. So I'll be good, man. I get a good night's sleep. I'm had some issues with my stomach and so forth, but I'm good, man. Like I said, I'm you know there's a lot of controversy behind him and so forth. I think there's a lot of things he have said that was disrespectful. Um, and again, there are a lot of we using the term non-blacks that I may say, and I definitely take issue to a lot of the controversial non-blacks that are in the sector. And Al is just one of many. There are other ones and so forth. And I'm definitely looking forward to debating on him. And there's some other non-blacks that I definitely wouldn't mind discussing and deleting. He's not the
Mm.
only one that I would like to delete. There's at least 3 others that I wouldn't mind deleting also. I mean,
So
let's
like
be honest. This is a pro-black. I mean, regardless of what we think, I mean, this is basically a black sector, and um, there are people who are non-black in this sector who seem to have very strong opinions of as far as the direction that we should take as a people or things that we should be doing and so forth. And I just think that in some way to me is seen as being disrespectful because these people, don't really have our community at best of heart. And we can't do those things in their community. And there's no reciprocity when we look at it that, I mean, I can't go into an Asian community and tell them there's no such thing as Asian hate. And, which by the way, when you ask the average Asian about that, for the ones that I've encountered, they don't know what I'm talking about, but they getting bills and all types of things passed for them and so forth. So um, I just think that people outside of our community need to show us respect, particularly if they're in our sector. They should show us respect in the sense of, even though if you liked the culture itself, the people that's still a line that you shouldn't cross. And I think, and it's for me, I'm starting to coming to this understanding. It seems like to us, it seems like to me, black people are the only one who's playing by the rules, and nobody else is playing by the rules. That's the mindset that I'm slowly developing. I mean, it's like we seem to play by rules that nobody else plays by, and it's like these things that we do and show respect and show our humanity, and other people just come in and think they could freely say whatever they can about black people without any recourse. And that's the reason why. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like so we got Vita Via in the chat. She's in the medical field, and she was asking, do you have a fever or is it nausea?
I'm nauseated.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's something you ate.
Yeah, I think it was something I ate, and I had some I don't know if y'all heard of Taco Cabana.
Yeah.
I had some Taco Cabana earlier today.
Taco Cabana.
It was probably binary that did it.
But you know, I basically was feeling weak and so forth. I feel better than I did 3 hours ago. You know, and I started not feeling good. I was on Propane's channel for a little bit, and I was, for some reason, I abruptly left, and that's when I was not feeling well after I was talking to him, and then I started feeling bad, and then I just abruptly left the chat, and then that was around 5 o'clock, I think 5:30ish, and I took a 2.5 hour nap and sleep, and I was just weak. But I feel better now. I feel a little better, so I'll be okay. I'll be ready to go. I'll be at optimal level come Saturday. So.
Oh man! All right now, D. I mean, you know, like it's gonna be pretty interesting because I got a feeling, you know, like if you show any weakness in that debate, you know, like if you saw what Stargate did today, shit, like she'll go in for that kill, and then people like, oh damn, D-Derailed, you gonna take that?
I heard about I heard some rumblings about her identity withheld.
Oh my God, D. Oh my God, D, she tore his ass up this morning. She tore his ass up. I was like, oh my God. But we
love each other.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
see,
man.
Identity withheld is very annoying, and he doesn't take criticism very well. And he's the type of person that wants to be the smartest person in the room, even though you may be the dumbest person in the room. But you know, that's just me. But I mean, he needed that. He needed somebody to go in his ass. I mean, he's very opinionated about a lot of different things, except critiquing the people around him. And there are things that, you know, a certain person that he's around all the time has done all types of controversial things, and he has yet to critique anything he said. So in that instance, he doesn't have a spine. And he doesn't have any credibility to speak on anybody else when you don't even critique anything with the people you quote unquote share a panel with. So I have issues with that. I mean, and when you look at love or hate, you know, our side of the sector, we are very open in being oppositional when we don't agree. Like last night, I talked about my issue as far as people criticizing me as the Godfather and what happened to the good guys. People criticize me for not handling certain things, and I should have did this and did that, and the status of things. And then I found out, Ghost talked about things and disbanding things and certain people being here and there. I mean, I wasn't even aware of this because, man, I'm working. I have businesses to operate. So I learned about these things, and you know, they pretty much talked and discussed. People stated their things. Me and Flacco had an ongoing disagreement about some Pan-African pro-black stuff last night. But at the same time of that, I mean, Flacco is not shy to tell me he disagrees with me on things. I'm not shy to tell him. But it seems like to me in other different spaces in this sector, everybody wants everybody to agree with if you don't agree, then that's an issue. We you can have discourse without necessarily going at each other's throat. I mean, we can, at the end of the day, I understand that we probably have more things in common than we have differences, and so there's nothing wrong with effectively expressing those differences. So, and I think the debate is a tool that's used that we can showcase our intellect and showcase our disagreements in a constructive manner. So.
Okay.
Right. I agree. D, do you have Vita's contact information?
Actually, I don't.
She well be if he does, just have him email you, be accountable, and I'll give the email.
Do you have her information? You can give her my email and my information, BA, if you want to. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward.
Don't drink no milk. She said, "Don't drink no milk. Just drink 7-Up."
Just drink 7-Up.
No milk, no dairy.
Okay, no dairy. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to know what is this about Flacco giving coaching? He giving you coaching advice?
Oh no, he said he wants you to win. I thought I said, well, thank you for believing in me. He said, oh no, Star. Good luck and all, but fuck that. I want the Godfather to win.
Yeah, man. I think this is gonna be a good. I expect to have a good turnout.
Yeah,
because this kind of, I guess, when people were looking forward to the one-on-one interview, this kind of was like a consolation prize to that.
Yeah, consolation prize.
And also, Star, I wanted to let you know that I had I was planning on. I'm gonna say this probably by the end of the week, probably before the weekend is over with. I do have a makeup song for Happy Ending.
Oh.
That I promised you that I was going to write. That I actually I'm halfway finished with it. I actually began writing it last weekend. And it's going to be finalized probably. If I'm feeling okay tomorrow, I should. If I'm good tomorrow, I probably may have it done probably by Saturday.
Okay.
And I may release it probably. I don't know if I'm going to release it on the day of the debate, but I'll probably do it that Sunday on Father's Day. I probably release the song on that, and it is in good taste. It's no craziness, no freakiness, there's no nastiness.
Oh, okay.
All the things I like to sing. It's in good taste, and it is in good taste on just everything, and just things you talked about, things that I've heard you say about relationships and things in a positive, respectful manner.
In a positive, okay.
Yeah. And I think you're gonna really like it, and I think you're gonna be like, and it's kind of like a, I'm making up for making the happy endings. That's pretty much what it's
right, because I cried at night.
Really?
I said that damn derail.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like as I told people, what I didn't expect the song. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't expect people to react to the song the way they did. I really didn't. Like when I wrote the song, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make fun, just say this and say that, da 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 da. But to me, I think it was the people around you who pumped the song up more than you did. I actually felt like that the people around you at the time on certain platform, they were more upset about the song than you. That's me.
Right. And Smoke was even saying the women are coming to me crying about this song and you acting like that shit don't bother you. And you was like, you act like you like the song. I was like, I don't like the song. I know it's a joke and it's not that. I think, did he fall off?
I'm back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, go ahead. No, what I was saying was that I just felt like there were people at the time. I felt like there were people around you who were just so upset about the song more than you.
They were upset about it more than I was, and I was like, yeah, we did the panel, we can actually move on, but he kept going and going and going, and I was like, okay, I guess we can, and I, and I don't know, and then when I felt like I wanted to, like, it felt like a natural point to like try to bridge the gap on TC's show with you. Then it did make things worse, but I did still was like, I believe in the bridging the gap mission. Like, if you don't think it'll work, it's okay. Like, even if it fails, y'all, I said, y'all don't even, I said, y'all, if y'all have to kick me out of Smoke Gang, it's okay. And then the Smoke was like, no, that's not what we want to do. Cause I felt like he was like, well, we're going to have to move on. I said, so you are going to kick me out. He said, no, I don't mean it. So that was before. I think he's comfortable in his rant now, in his rage.
Okay.
So back then, I think he was just on the fence about it. And when he saw me, and he said some females came to him crying, I'm assuming it was creepy and the only one.
Come to him crying?
Yeah.
Crying about what?
He was saying, I said, it's really not that big of a deal. I said, I've seen Derailed, when he wasn't writing songs and nothing like that. And I said, I really think he means it. And so, like, nobody was trying to convince me to do it. But then I went hard for you on Binary Show. And then It was the fact that you played a song after all. Like, I went through the gauntlet trying to, because I went behind the scenes with Smoke trying to convince him that I, like, you don't have to worry about me, like, betraying you. Like, I'm not trying.
See, that to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I hate to say this, man, but I don't want to offend people,
right?
But I see a lot of this shit that some people do, the way they react, and they get so enamored with this YouTube shit. I'm like, what do you all have going on in real life for you to be calling people about a person you never met? You don't really know me. You don't talk to me offline. I want people to really realize. I want you to understand. The me being D-Derailed, this is me being a caricature of myself. I hope you all don't really think that what you see and hear every day is how I behave in real life. I just want y'all to understand that. And I just think that there are people who cannot decipher between someone embellishing and being hyper vigilant in how they act and so forth versus who they are in real life. And there are differences between me being online and how I am in real. That's definitely I'm gonna say this. In real life, I don't nowhere nearly curse as much as I do online.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I don't curse. I don't really curse at all. I don't say the N-word that much in real life, but I do online. I don't yell and say crazy shit at people because I'm not really an adversarial person, nor do I be in spaces where I have that type of interaction with people. But online, I get to act the way I want. I get to, say shit and do stuff. It's all in fun. And I shake my head at people who go offline. Stargate, don't you dare let D-Derailed take advantage. This is you're a 40 plus. I'm gonna be honest with Stargate. I was really kind of like, they do realize this is a grown woman who has children and has lived her life. Like, why are y'all talking to this lady like she can't handle herself? I'm like, I felt that was very disrespectful. And when I feel like you were disrespected as a woman, I mean, you may not feel the same because I understand that you had interaction with them. But grown women telling you, well, Stargate, don't let him do this, and don't let what does D-Derailed want? What does he really want?
Right. What is he's gonna trick you? And I said, even if he does, I said, I think it's worth trying to prove people that bridging the gap, at least trying to bridge the gap is okay. Like, even if I fail at this, like, we're gonna be okay, right? And I was like, they were like, yeah, we're gonna be okay, but I did feel like they did not believe that I was going to be okay. I don't know.
But Stargate, I want to know this. Why did the women on that panel hate me so much?
I
didn't
think
even
it
know
was
these people.
because
I didn't even know these. To be honest with you, Stargate.
Right.
I didn't even learn these people's. The only person I knew name was your. Basically,
Of course, we knew each other. Right.
When I wrote the happy ending song, really, I didn't really know everybody's name until I actually wrote Smoke Holes. When I wrote that's when I actually learned everybody. I didn't even know all their names. Months. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't even know most. I didn't know any of these women. All I knew was I recognized the avatars and I recognized the voices. But I didn't even know these people. I didn't even know their name. I wasn't even listening to Smoke. All I heard was rumblings from other people telling me, sending me emails. Listen to this. Listen with so and so. And then I finally got everybody's name and so forth. And the main three people that I felt that were critical of me, I made the Smoke Holes song. Notice your name was not in Smoke Holes. I did not, because I would never think of you in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
But for them at the time, I thought of them in that manner. But I was kind of like, why are these women constantly talking about me? Like
and it was also maybe it was something that Smoke did, because like when I tell you he was worse than those three women put together. Now, because I don't want to say they were worse, but because a lot of people felt like I was getting grilled by the women on Binary.
You were.
But think about it being worse with just Smoke behind the scenes. He felt like you were out to get me, and I was like, no. I was like,
out to get you.
Yeah, and I really was trying to calm him down, and then when he put on that face, like he said, no, Stargate can, if she wants to go. But then when he had said if she wants to go on, if she feel more comfortable with Derailed and she wants to lead us, I was like, wait a minute, we didn't talk about that. Because I was like, is that a dig or was he just being funny? Because at that time I was like, I don't know if that's a dig. Because he said, if Star wants to go be with Derailed, let her be with Derailed, instead of just saying she can go where she want and leaving it at that. Because he was like, Stargate can go where she want. This isn't a cult. People can go wherever they want, and if she wants to stay over there, and I was like, wait, I said, I don't know. I don't know if that was a joke or we need to put that part in it. So
but I'm just saying when that, I just felt like when they was just constantly like just vetting you on what you should say and what I want, and I'm like, I didn't want anything, like guys, like,
I think it was just the only one, and maybe creepy at the.
No,
I'm not sure if it was creepy, but I believe it was the only one, and maybe creepy had said some ramblings, but then it escalated because maybe when her and the only one made up behind the scenes, and I didn't know about it, and creepy was telling me. So, but all the other females, I think they were just like, he's crazy, and I think that's as far as it went with the other ladies. But I think it was just really the only one hyping it up, and maybe in her hyping it up and reacting off of Smoke's PTSD.
Well, there were two other ladies that interrogated you that I'm not gonna mention their names, but I was actually more focused, particularly one that has a 2-letter name that starts, I'm like two letters. I just felt like she was like, I'm like, guys, I want you all to understand. I don't, when I shut this shit down, I don't think about, unlike one person who claimed they woke up in the morning mad at me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck are you doing getting mad at me am I that important in your life for you to be waking up in the morning thinking about me on a YouTube panel?
Because at first I just thought creepy was just saying stuff to just to be funny, but I was like, maybe she's being serious.
She was serious. She was serious. Right. When this lady said what basically, I shook my head laughing at this lady. I'm like, you mean to tell me you wake up in the morning saying you couldn't sleep
at night? I thought she was just trolling at the time.
No, she was serious. Mm-hmm. And then she had this thing about thinking that I'm worried about how she looks. No, I don't. I don't think about how you look. I have no reason to worry about how you look.
Right.
Even if I wanted to think about or I had any urges to want to know how you look, the chances of me seeing you is very slim to none. I have no need to see and visit and fly anybody in or fly out to see anybody. I like just stop with this, man. Like, and so it becomes, I'm like, man, like I listening to these people say this stuff, man, and it's like the repetitiveness of it was just like, they do realize that this is YouTube. This is like, the chances are, if I was to meet any of them in real life, and if they recognized me and spoke, I probably would not speak back. I probably would look at them like they was crazy and walk right past them. To be honest with you, I probably would. In most instances, like I probably would not sit there and acknowledge that they knew me. I probably would walk right past you, doing other things that I gotta do. I just want them to understand that. Like, just please put life into perspective. Like, don't take this shit too seriously. This is entertainment. Yes, you can express your opinions. Don't lose no sleep over me. Please don't get upset and get an ulcer worrying about mad at what D-Derailed said 2 weeks ago, because I don't even remember the shit I said 2 weeks ago. You know, and I don't get mad. Like, I don't go to bed mad, and like when I disconnect. That's it. But I just felt like the minute when that happened, I just did not expect them to take it to that level. Like, I'm like, seriously, guys, like, really, y'all, I'm like, wow. I mean, and then to think about it, there are people that I do communicate with offline.
Right.
And I've reduced that a lot in the last 3 to 6 months. There's very few people I contact offline. And even those
What's up,
people.
Flacco, you there?
Yeah. What's up, man?
What's up?
Nah, man. No, I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's very few people that I talk to, and we have conversations, and we leave it at that. I mean, it's nothing more. Like, I mean, I've got to know some people, some very good people, but most of the people that I know are actually in other sectors. I don't really talk to very many people in this sector a lot, as far as offline on the phone. I can count on one hand how many people I speak to in this sector. I actually talk to way more people in other sectors than in this sector, but I'm just like, wow, man, like the seriousness, the coaching, the unsolicited coaching that they gave you on how to. I'm like, stop it. They act like you getting ready to be interviewed by Gayle King or some shit, and she trying to rouse you up. I'm like, seriously. I was like, man, come on, man, like seriously, but in our essence, I'm going to enjoy having this debate. So I'm really going to enjoy it. It's going to be a friendly debate. I mean, yes, we're going to give our points.
Because, like, I'm not. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
I will get intense about Al. Not pointed at you.
I expect nothing less.
But as far as with Al, I will show, because Al has paraded around spaces doing a lot of things and saying a lot of things he shouldn't have said. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have had an issue with Al until he said what he said on Let Me See Your Transcript about Tiffany, which I think was uncalled for. And then when he said some stuff on Smoke Channel about me specifically, and he went out of his way to say those things. He didn't have to talk about that, because at the time when I saw him come on there, because he came in towards the he always would come in towards the middle end. You all were not even talking about anybody on the Good Guys or anything like that. You all were talking about just the sector as a whole. And then he came in and commented about Umar. As soon as he commented on Umar, he pivoted to me saying all these kinds of things. And of course, people in there were like, yeah, you're right, Al. I'm listening to these people like, wow. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Right.
So,
well, I appreciate you offering a friendly debate.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a friendly debate.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think I think one big misconception about D-Derailed is that if he's in a professional setting or if he's part of a environment that's a little bit more tamed, you know, like he's not the D-Derailed or the gimmick D-Derailed like that. And I think that's what a lot of people get misconstrued about him, and that's why I often tell people, you guys got to check out his other channel, his D-Derailed Life Solutions channel, and there has been debates that D-Derailed has been in with people from the manosphere. So like I do think that's one thing this debate will accomplish, to show, I guess, the naysayers that D-Derailed's not a professional, like all this other nonsense. So I'm very looking forward to that part.
Awesome. Me too.
Yeah, I specifically made the Life Solutions channel so that I could show a different side of me, not with all the theatrical stuff, so that people can really see that I really do this stuff. I mean, I'm sad that people had to look up documents to actually believe that I had credentials and shit, even though I showed those credentials for damn near 3 years on the wall. Like, I guess that wasn't enough. I mean, I understand people have had doubts about people having certain accomplishments and so forth, and they question people's degrees and all this stuff, but I purposely showed you, these things so that you wouldn't, and that still wasn't enough. So, at that point, I'm not going to literally just give you my whole, be an open book to people. I wouldn't even do that to people I meet in real life. Better yet, people I meet on online on YouTube.
Right. Also, too, though, right? I want to say this though, man. Like, I don't feel like the Godfather has presented himself like not professionally. Like, listen, look again, man. It's time to have a real uncomfortable conversation. Look at the people that's questioning this man's professionalism. These motherfuckers are like 14-year McDonald vets. You feel me? Yo, these niggas, like, right? Like, come on, bro. Like, these niggas haven't done nothing in their life, right? So how can they even like question you being professional, right, bro? You would know what professionalism is. Not dumb.
Yeah, you got dishwashers who claim they lived in 8,000
Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings dishwashers.
And you got Uber drivers telling people,
oh man,
D-Derailed couldn't teach me anything. Like, what could you teach me? I can teach you a lot. Matter of fact, I can teach you how to stop being an Uber driver and get a legit job.
Yo, this man had a master's. In his 20s, bro. The fuck you niggas talking about?
I think the other thing too is when people question people like D-Derailed as far as not being professional in a YouTube setting, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna get offended by this. Some people may take this the wrong way, but see, like with D-Derailed, myself, Stargate, and I believe Flacco as well, I think we all have our own business or some part of a business.
Yeah.
Where with us being on YouTube, we don't have to be professional. Why? Because we work for our damn selves. So it's kind of like, like, what are y'all talking about? Now, I know years ago after I got out of college, I was in corporate fitness. So obviously, like I didn't want to present myself a certain way because I was working for somebody else. So yeah, like if somebody see me acting a certain way, then they're going to tell my boss. Then my boss will be like, "Oh hell no, we can't fuck with that." But if you're working for yourself, it's like, what are y'all talking about? I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, too, though, right? Look, like, so I'm not sure if you guys like saw right? These Negroes, right, bruh, found my fucking private LinkedIn, right? Listen,
wow.
Right? So they doxed me, right? I said, listen, but right? They were shocked, though, right? They were shocked. They was like, holy shit, this nigga actually is doing what he says he's doing, nigga. You feel me? He's actually out here closing deals. He's actually out here. Yeah, you dumb fucks, bro. I'm not, bro. If you niggas think, right, that my primary source of income is the fucking cash apps and fucking peanut super chats that you niggas donate, is you fucking stupid? No, you're fucking dumb, right?
And there are people that really believe that, Flacco. There are people that actually believe that this is the only thing you do in life.
Man,
they are.
Bro, that shit is dumb, right? And, yo, that's all right. Yo, bro, I was laughing when it was talking about yo, we're gonna find his employer and get him fired, bro. I'm like, who the fuck you niggas calling? Like my clients? Like, who can you call me? For me, yo, so I'll just listen to, but personally, listen, man, I was upset they doxed me, but I'm kind of happy, right? You feel me, yo? You know, I can flex now, right? Listen up, bro. Yo, when I say, bro, I've been again a six-figure earner since 21 years old. I mean it, and that's fucking documented, bro. From right, that's documented. That's fact. So listen, y'all can document all y'all want, yo, but yo, we actually are not on here trying to like I don't understand this like mindset of right. If you're on YouTube, you are like a waste of life. How? You know,
Right.
but hey, you know, fuck them, man. Oh, also too, man. I want to speak on those diss tracks, man.
Which ones?
Both, right? Look, people got to understand, yo. Those diss tracks are like beyond this sector, bro. My girlfriend loves to smoke, bro. Listen up, man. Again, this is graphic, right? But yo, every time I get hit, we play smoke holes, right? For me, right? For the creepy people line, you know, creepy people line, like, right? Yeah, that line, right? For me, when you was talking about like, gold loafing, right?
We know where you going, Flock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for me, right. Yo, bro, that line is a manual to how to give head. A manual. Yes, bro, it's a manual, man. Man, come on, man. Listen, man. A mouthful
But I
of fit.
cry at night. Flock, I cry at night though.
Oh no, not your song. For me, I smoke holes.
Oh.
Right, man. Come on, man. Listen, man. A mouthful of spit, keep it sturdy, bro. That shit is that shit is a manual how to get some good head.
Hold on, Flacco. Let me say something, Flacco.
Sure.
I love Keeper. Like, even though we just had a disagreement, and after that, we understand and love each other. QT, we had a couple of differences, but we understand and we love it. Like, it's YouTube love. Like, I know, because I know Chad T and Shan T say y'all not family. You know, I get that, y'all. We YouTube cool, right?
Right.
So Glorion, I love Money, like, and Max, and because of Max, I actually was cammed up on Max before I even cammed up on Smoke's channel. But it was like Keeper said, QT and Max had pretty much established like a foundation over there, and I think we both assumed that we could like grow with Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but because of my interaction with Keeper, QT, Max, Binary, Identity,
How about creepy?
Money. Well, see, in the beginning we were okay, but like it was the stuff that was going on behind the scenes where we were not able to mesh our personalities as smoothly as I thought we would be able to. But it didn't mean that I didn't want to be cool with her on the YouTube panel. So like we had said, and we had this conversation, even though we're not cool, maybe we can't be cool here, but it's okay for us to still be cool on the YouTube streets. And because I thought we had an understanding, I never saw the attack from her coming. But because I think I fell out with Smoke, maybe she felt like she could solidify her loyalty with Smoke if she came after me, like the only one, because she was comfortable with coming after me after I spoke about the lies he told on me. And so and it was like for the only one and her husband to ignore that and to act like he didn't do that or like he didn't lie on me, that was really surprising. And then I was like, well, Smoke, you really want to, you know, just end it because you want to lie on me and Money and other people and you want me to believe in your allegations? So my whole thing is the people that I had bonded with on the panel, everybody, and I said, well, like I said, I thought me creeping, and the only one she was comfortable with just basically saying, yeah, you know what, I wasn't cool with you. Like, and so when I was being funny with you in the chat, yeah, I was being funny with you in the chat. So my whole thing was why you just didn't say it? Why wasn't you able to be honest? Because I felt like she realized she got caught, but she tried to spin it, and Miss Smoke helped her out to like cover their tracks about their distrust of me when it wasn't even me. So like it was just the only one that creepy. Everybody, I'm sorry, AB. And I tried to talk to Corey to try to smooth things out with him. And he was like, he want to stay out of it. But then when he got on his panel, he was like, yeah, she tried to tell me about you, and right or wrong, Smoke, I'm riding with you. So me and Corey chose a side, and I told him, I don't want you to choose a side, Corey. I just want you to tell Smoke that he was wrong for lying on me. And then AB, I said, do you think it was okay for Smoke to do what he was like, I don't care about that. I said, oh, I thought we was cool too. So there you go.
Right? Didn't they fall off?
Who? Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about that.
What? Yo. So Smoke took away his moderator shit, right? And put him in like timeout, like I'll say like 3, 4, 3, 4 shows ago. Yeah,
wow,
man.
I didn't see. There you go. Because I don't keep up with it anymore. Because when I realized there was no making up, like even after he was exposed, like I was willing to reach out and build that bridge again, but because he kept going on and on and on, I said, well, there you go. It was never meant to be. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to move on. And he's continuously talking about not only me but other people and continuing to make accusations to get people to believe in him blindly. So I was like, I can't, because I asked him, I said, do you have proof? And he said he didn't have any, no, he said he had proof, but he didn't feel like he didn't have to show me. I was like, well, I can't, if you're not going to show me the proof, I can't ride with you. So there you go.
Nah, he's mad, right? You listen, man, let's speak on two things, right? Well, first, let me address, I think you and Creepy will never be cool, right? Because Creepy feels, damn, fam, like, yo, like, I should have the Stargate show by now, right? It should be that person, right? But she overlooked Binary Code Show when they had like 5 people watching, right? And she was always, I'm busy, blah, blah. And then when it started to like pick up, and now she wanted to come back, and it was too late. Man. And she kind of holds a hostility towards you because she fumbled the bag. You feel me? She could have had the Stargate show right now.
But see, I'm gonna say this, Stargate, and I know you're not gonna believe this. Yeah. And I've said this on my show, and I've said this on other people's show. Most of those women, and I know you're not gonna agree with this, and I know you're about bridging the gap and being fairness and all that good stuff.
They're jealous of her,
but they were jealous of you. They were. I saw that instantly, and to me, when it came very evident to me that they were very jealous of you was the day that you cammed up and showed that, and you had a smoke gang T-shirt
that Corey gifted me because the only one kept saying, why would you buy the shirt? Because she was trying to make it seem like I was just trying, like I bought the shirt to actually appease
the smoke.
Yeah,
exactly. I know.
And Corey he gifted that shirt to me.
But see, this is the difference. Listen, Stargate, when you cammed up and you showed the shirt, and of course, your body, showed itself on the camera.
Slow down, Godfather.
And when the reactions came from the men, they were pissed off. They were quiet. Listen, nobody said no. You know how women generally, and I'm not speaking for all women, but women generally give compliments to women that they think are cute, pretty, or whatever. Those women were quiet. You could have heard a fucking pin drop. Woo! They were quiet. They were pissed. I mean, when I saw that, I was listening. I saw the replay.
Because I promise you, I did not. Everything was fine, only until the chat room with me and the only one. I didn't feel anything from even the only one. I didn't feel any kind of way about anybody until that chat room with the only one.
Man, they were quiet. You
when she came, got clowned. When she came up, she got clowned, right? She was mad. Yeah, when she came, she got clowned.
They were very upset that you showed yourself, and then the reaction that
part of you ain't right.
the men were being thirsty in the chat.
Oh my god!
Even
they was feeling some kind of way about that. Like really. And to
I
me,
think Creepy admitted
saw
that too.
initially.
I think Creepy admitted that she was jealous of Stargate when that happened, when she was on Stargate platform. Ain't that right, Stargate?
Well, she was saying I felt some kind of way, but she didn't say I felt jealous. She said I felt some kind of way.
No,
Come on, man.
Feeling some kind of way, meaning that she felt jealous because she too scared to show her fat ass face.
Yo, she fat as shit, but she fat as shit.
And her
She fat as
diabetes
fuck.
voice that we gotta hear, and she felt some kind of way about that. That's you got to read between the lines. She's not going to admittedly say, "Oh, Stargate, I'm mad at you because we're around the same age and you kept yourself up and I let myself go." Of course, she's not going to admit that. So it is what it is. It was funny to me. I was laughing my ass. I thought the shit was hilarious. To be honest with you,
listen, man. Star so beautiful, right? Yo, even the niggas who was hating on Smoking Star and them, bro. Those niggas said, "Damn, man, I don't know, man. That Star's different, bro. They couldn't take that, bro. When Star came up, that shit was bridging the gap in itself, right? Even I, who was like kind of hating on Stargate,
you was like,
I
you
said,
told me to lend an apologist, and you was like, after that, you was like, I'm sorry, Stargate.
man. Godfather said, nephew, stop simping, man. I said, I don't know, man. Listen, man, 'cause
no, I just appreciate, I appreciate the support I got from you, Flacco. I appreciate, the support I got from everybody, but I didn't think it was gonna turn into something negative.
Right?
I really didn't. And
what it did was it intensified jealousy that was already harboring.
Yeah,
but I still feel supported by all the other ladies, except for Creepy and the Smoke.
The only one, right?
Yeah. So, but everybody else, they never. I felt like everybody was trying to make sure that me and the only one and was good. But and then it became about, well, let's see if we can salvage this thing with Creepy. But Creepy was like, well, I'm sorry for feeling some kind of way, and I'm sorry that you made me feel that I had to apologize. Like, I don't know what kind of apology that was. I'm sorry you made me feel like I had to fuss at you. I think that was basically her apology. Like, I said, well, you attacked me. I was like, why would you do that? Because we had settled everything.
So I gotta ask you a question, Stargate. What's your status with Lennon right now?
Oh, because the Cookie Crush chat is so big, it's like impossible to even. So I still support Lennon, but no, except I do want him to. I don't like. I still feel the same way about, like, if you're gonna criticize Umar, just make it like, because of course Umar isn't probably going to be interested in talking to you, but if you have Umar supporters that want to talk to you, make yourself available. But I think when he did that with I think when things went kind of downhill with Bottom, maybe he feels like, because I did hear Lennon say Bottom got the brunt of his frustration. Because that whole rant was not about Bottom. It was about.
It sounded like it was about
he was directing his frustration on Bottom, but even though Lennon, because I've seen Lennon kind of like get upset before, but then he's quick to apologize.
That fake shit.
And
Lennon sound like to me Lennon had some pent up frustrations and that he wanted to basically point and make an example out of Bottom. That's what I.
So I think he made an example out of Bottom, but he did say, it wasn't fair to Bottom. He got the brunt of it. So Lennon did say that like later on, but not during the rant.
But let me ask you this: I'm gonna say this? Did Bottom ask a question that was out of line? He did not. To me, I feel like he did not ask a question that warranted Lennon behaving in that manner.
Well, this is my opinion. When Lennon told him, oh my God, when Lennon basically, because Lennon gave him an answer, and maybe Bottom wasn't satisfied with the answer. It was the reaction after, like, because I think maybe Spottum asked him the same question in a different way, and I think maybe Lennon was like, "Yo, like, I answered the question. What do you want from me?" Then he kind of flew off the handle, right? Spottum got the brunt of it, but he was really talking about a lot of people that have issues with him. But Spottum was like the representation of Lennon's frustration. So, so I believe that I think he's like I'm still a Lennon supporter. But I do want him, like I even told him with the whole thing with Griff. I was like, if you're gonna say this stuff about Griff, because back then I was to actually talk to him when the whole thing with Griff went down, and we weren't like personal friends. We were just like internet cool, right?
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you're gonna say these things about Griff, you should make yourself available, because this Griff was actively asking Lennon to talk to him. So when Lennon was like, well, I'll talk to him, but not right now. And then when he decided that it was critical, because it was like he was getting threats, right?
Griff was on that ass.
And so, well, you know what, Stephen, you so messy. Stephen, I'm gonna put you in a corner. So listen, I felt like he should have did the same thing with his Lennon supporters, but maybe Lennon, I don't know, maybe Lennon feel like, maybe it will be a positive conversation. So,
can I ask the question, Star?
Yeah.
Here, so Lennon stated, I think it was about like 3-4 months ago, right, that he was gonna do a relationships show on Fridays, and then Umar Johnson shit on Saturdays and Sundays. Whatever happened to that?
Yo. Remember, he was doing relationship shows, and that dude I was in a relationship, we actually went on one of his shows.
When?
We went on one of his shows, and it was like when it had to be his first platform.
He said it recently though. He said it like but like 2-3 months ago, right?
But see, this the thing. I have not watched a Lennon show, and so I swear to y'all, like I remember when Be Accountable did with the last debate, the after show with you and Shockham, and people were saying, about the sector or whatnot, and I said, well, I think we're making progress, because I think I was the biggest Lennon lover in the sector. And Lennon was doing the show that night, and I said Lennon's doing the show, and I think I was the biggest Lennon lover, and I'm here.
Got boring, right? Got repetitive.
It got repetitive.
Yeah.
The Cookie Crush chat is bigger than life itself. So it's not fun anymore, because the Cookie Crush chat
it's reduced now though. It's like 800 people.
It took over, so you can't interact with people anymore.
Well, you can drop $100. You feel me?
Right. Like, how can you
read it
with that? I remember you could like I said, I never donated to Lennon, but I would buy the stuff from my eat. So I basically was like the person, I would buy stuff that I needed. And like I said, remember when he did the keyboard?
Yeah, he was begging to pay for that.
Wow.
Keyboard.
I'm not gonna say Lennon was begging. I don't think he was begging. He just asked
the fact that you stated that shows me that you felt he was begging.
Listen, y'all. Listen to the truth.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, that was back in Star. Come on,
he actually did a song called "In the Land of the Ancient Ones" with his flute and the keyboard.
Grown man playing the flute.
I bought that. It was like you could how you could download a song from like SoundCloud or something like that.
Right.
I bought that song. So I remember, like, I didn't give the money for the donation, but I would buy products. So that's how I supported Lennon and but mostly I bought stuff from Aida.
Yeah, Aida actually got good products. Lennon got bullshit, but
what good products? She got that flea market jewelry, bro. Y'all stop that nonsense.
Go ahead on flea
market.
That's that farmer's market jewelry, bro.
It's very good. No, she does very great beadwork with the earrings. Yeah,
the beadwork was really good, but Lennon sold all those books
Yeah.
those. Okay, so let
Those
me tell you,
plagiarized books. Those
let me ask
plagiarized
you about
books.
this, Stargate. I want you to just give me an honest opinion.
Right.
How do you feel about Lennon's negligence of that female, that black female, that went for him for a consultation, and he
See,
screwed
I
her up?
heard you talk about this, and I never like believed that was a thing, because remember y'all had the whole thing about
but that's a video. It's in the archives.
She
the one that got took down though.
No, it's still up. It's still in the archives.
came out publicly and said it.
If you look up
It's
Lennon's,
not trash, Red Pill.
hold on, listen to me. If you look up Lennon's archive, type in it was a topic where he was talking about the LGBT community. It was something about the LGBT, and this was actually back in 2000. I want to say 19 or 18. But the topic was based on relationships, and it was about LGBT relationships and so forth.
Was she an older lady that was
No,
wearing
she
glasses?
was young.
No,
She was a
young black woman.
Because I remember there was an older lady that wore glasses. She did a video on how disappointed.
No, she was
how disappointed she was in Lennon.
Not that person.
This was a woman who was in her early 20s, who thought that Lennon Honor was a relationship guru, thought he was qualified to help her in her relationship, which he knew damn well he wasn't. But Lennon basically disappointed this lady. He took her $200 for that hour consultation, and it messed her up.
I made it worse.
I did a review on this because I was actually at the time doing content on Lennon. And to be honest with you, I had no idea that I was going to spark her or anybody's attention. And when I did a review on the video, because I didn't realize he was doing this, and when I did the review on it, and I spoke of the lady that he was talking about, and because she sent him an email, she actually commented and sent me an email and commented in the comment section. She was very happy that I exposed the fact that Lennon, was providing services that he's not qualified to provide, and she gave me a detailed situation of how she was seeking help, and at the time she didn't know where to go, and she thought she was felt connected to Lennon, and Lennon didn't provide her with any answers because he didn't know what he was doing. And that actually made her it actually intensified, because she had mental health issues, and it intensified her mental health issues because she was dealing with sexual trauma due to ancestral interaction with her father. He talked about these intimate things with Lennon Honor, and he basically responded in a very apathetic, very apathetic manner, that she was shocked because she stated he didn't come off as warm and understanding as he attempts to, present on YouTube. It was totally different. And so she was happy that, and I basically gave her some information, and I told her this is the type of therapist that you need to be seeing, and I gave her a referral to look for this type of person to get the help, because this lady actually needs to be, from what she was telling me, she needed to be on medication. I felt like medication would have been appropriate for her, and she needed to see an ongoing therapist. And that's what Lennon should have done. But no, Lennon took her money. Lennon didn't give her any good advice.
Wow.
Lennon gave her no guidance, and he didn't understand the severity of that because he's not trained in this. And I think that, and not only do I not speak about this just with the Lennon, but there's plenty of YouTubers that I've talked about in other sectors who do things such as life coaching, image consulting, and all this other different stuff, and they speak on things that they're not qualified to speak on, and you're doing damage to people. If you you're not equipped to handle things, just tell that person, listen, I'll give you support, but I'm going to have to refer you to a professional. Just it's simple,
right?
And you don't mess somebody up, because that can have all types of ramifications on you by you trying to help someone that you're not trained to help. And to be honest with you, when I first did it, I just did it as a way to just kind of speak negative of Lennon. But when she reached out to me, I took it as a professional, And I'm like, okay, this is beyond me being D-Derailed. This is just, listen, for anybody out there, please, if somebody is asking stuff that's beyond your scope of knowledge, please refer out. As a professional myself, there are certain things that is outside of my training. And if I, as a professional, been doing this for 20 years, refer out if I think that I'm not equipped to handle something, then you should, as a person that's not trained, would make you think you have the ability to do something that I wouldn't even do if I was in a similar situation. So I mean, so kind of give me your feedback on that, like as far as that scenario.
I just think that if I had an opportunity to talk to him, I would actually talk to him about it. But because I remember the last time I had talked to you when I first met Flacco. Remember Flacco, I met you on your panel, and there was so many things I said, okay, I'll talk to Leonard about this. But then, I don't believe in this, but I'll talk to Leonard about that. But by that time, Flacco, I think because of this incident, I think people, the incident with, the issue with the beef between you and Lennon, I think it actually, like, that, like, that incident made Lennon super chat more, like, it was impenetrable to even get through to Lennon, because, like, he wasn't doing that many call-in shows anymore. And it was just hard to get through to him. So it was like the only suggestion I could make is, like, if I had an opportunity to talk to him, I would bring that up. Because I know, like, if I had issues with him before, and, like, even though one time we had a disagreement, but then the very next day, it was like, he had said, you know what, sorry, I apologize. He said, I felt like you was disrespecting me, but I realized that we just had differences of opinion. And he's quick to, like, come around. Like, he might get a little in his feelings or whatnot, but he's quick to come around. So, but because he's like the Cookie Crush chat and him is bigger than life right now, I wouldn't know how to even get in touch with him.
Slow down though, right? Like, he's getting like 900 people now, right, in this chat.
There's like, I don't even know. The first thing I would do is just talk to him and see what he felt about the situation and see if he could, like, do something to solve it. But
he can't. No, he shouldn't do nothing to solve it. He's already done enough. He can't do nothing. I advise him to not accept those type of.
Don't even accept it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Like, for people like that who quote unquote want to do life coaching and things of that sort, we have to understand that those things are ungovernable. And these people are not trained in this. And you cannot base yourself on coaching somebody based on anecdotal life experiences alone. Because what's going to happen, you're going to interact with people that have pathology and other forms of mental illness that's beyond that. And your experience is not conducive to causing change for someone else. And I think people need to recognize that and not take people's money and scam them, and just tell them, I'm going to have to, refer you to go to somebody that's trained in this.
I thought that was big.
And he failed to do that. And my thing is, this lady was suicidal. This lady had all kind of in-depth issues, and it could have been tragic. I'm saying is not, and this is not. And to be honest with you, as I'm saying, I want you to understand, this is not me going at Lennon personally. This is just me speaking professionally. That we because I don't want anybody that has depression, anxiety, that's suicidal,
right,
to get ill-gotten services and then act in a manner that they can't correct. And to me, like, look, and I'm gonna say this to Lennon. Lennon, if you listen. Just look, I understand you got to hustle, and I understand you got to feed your 100 kids, but you can't do things like this. You have to show some level of morality and discernment, and not take advantage of people like that. I'm not saying you are,
right,
but I'm just saying that, and I've said this in other sectors, and people didn't like that I said it, because I know people use YouTube as a hustle. But
Right.
I'm not about damaging people psychologically because you're trying to get a buck.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm and like I said, it's not just relegated to him, but it's also relegated to others who want to provide one-on-one consultations and coaching, which is nothing wrong with that. If you create your own program, your own thing, but understand that in itself has limitations, and you should understand those limitations,
Right.
and make the person, your consumer, be aware of that.
So I'm about at the 2 hour mark. So like I did want to ask Stargate just one more question.
I'm good.
And yeah, like so okay.
I
so
see Al,
Stargate,
BA Al in here.
yeah, I saw Al.
Run Jeremy
yeah,
came to the party.
Yeah, but I've been trying to ask Al if he want to do that interview, but he bullshitting. So
Al, I know you're intimidated by me. I know, Al. I understand.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But as far as you, Star, I've been very, very curious about this for the longest time now.
Sure.
So we have to talk about this 26-hour live stream that Smoke God did months ago. And you was a part of that live stream.
Yes.
I explained it. We did it in shifts. You didn't.
I know y'all did.
Yes, we did. We were not all there 24, the whole 24. It was actually 26 hours.
Yeah, it was 26 hours.
So
I remember that.
So like I would probably be on like maybe for 3 or 5 hours, take a nap. And so like it was like broken naps, right? So you'll take a 2 or 3 hour nap. You'll come. One time I actually fell asleep on the panel and people said they heard me snore. Like I forgot to mute my button. They said they heard me snoring on the panel. So what happened is you have people do shifts. Some people come for hours. Some people come for 2, 3, 4 hours. Some people come for 4, 5, 6 hours. Like I just did an 8-hour live not too long ago. So if I could stay there like 8 hours, then go take a nap for 2, 3 hours, wash my ass, get something to eat, brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we did it in shifts. So there were multiple people that was in and out. So like say if me, you, see Flacco just left, right?
Right.
So say if it was just the 3 of us here for a couple hours and maybe a Red Pill would come on, say if Al came on and Muhammad and Steve, not Muhammad, I'm sorry. Oh Lord, it's DJ.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I meant Muslim, but I meant so it's DJ Khaled now. So say if those 3 came on, or 3 or 4 people came on, and we would log off for maybe an hour, 2 or 3, maybe 4, and then so say they would be on the panel for 2, 3, 4 hours, and then on the next shift, Ra came in, Slander God came in, and Scarlett came in, and not Derailed because you're here. Who else in the chat? Like, or Knowledge came in, and they would log off, and those 3 would come on. So like we rotated in shifts. Does that make sense now?
So
I could have thought I saw 8, 9 people on there, but okay.
It was probably like 15 that pulled it off because like that we rotated in shifts.
So with all that being said,
right.
what was the purpose of it? What was the purpose of going 26 hours?
Because I was kind of hurt when he took the live down 2 days later. Like, why would you do that? We did all that work. But Scarlett would never. I'm sorry, Scarlett. But it was basically 12 to 15 of us taking just shifts, like do 2. I think I probably did like a 6 or 8 hour shift, and then I would go take a nap, come back, wash. Like I said, wash my ass. So we would all just wash our ass in different shifts. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense now?
So was that 26-hour thing planned, or was it just a matter?
Because I remember, I promise you, Rip, not red. Be
Red.
accountable. I'm sorry. Be accountable. I know
Think all
I'm
black
talking-
people look alike.
I know. I'm thinking that's fucked up, ain't it? So be accountable. So I believe I had already been on there like maybe 6-8 hours, right? So I think around the 11th or the 12th hour mark, somebody's told Smoke, because I had logged off thinking, oh, they're gonna log off maybe a couple of hours from now. And I actually was logged off, or I was probably logged on. I don't know, because I probably logged off, shit, showered and shaved and came back. And I heard, okay, why don't we just go ahead, and since we've been on 11, 12 hours, let's go ahead and try and do it. Let's go ahead and do the 24-hour live. And I remember him saying, he said he didn't even feel like doing it. But then we was on a couple of hours, and then he said, well, maybe we should do it. It was not planned at all, I promise you. But we talked about it. We did talk about it. Oh,
Right.
Look at Red Pill. Red Pill, you're not on my mind. Like.
No, right. You see, right, Star? Yo, you see, right, man, like, I'm a big, like, fan, right, of potential, man, right? From, like, look, when I seen, like, Binary, right, I told everybody, that kid's gonna, he's gonna go somewhere, right? For me, right? So I know how to spot and identify talent. I feel like the best in the sector, right? Now, so when I seen that take place, I said, oh, cool. If that motherfucker don't fuck this shit up,
he could have
something where
he got right.
If he does, let's say 16-hour lives, right, where it's like rotating, and people can like constantly just like tap in and have content for 16 hours, 5 days a week, he would have been outside the sector, bro. Imagine doing just various hot topics for 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, where people can just come and just tap in like randomly, right? And the fact that he fucked that shit up, man, I couldn't believe it, man.
Because I think he was up. I was like, are you really upset that TC just keep telling you he bite? Like, is that bothering you that much? And then I would say, you know, this is just YouTube. Because back then it was like, yo, it's just he just flexing. I was like, it's not a big deal, but I really saw it get to him. And I think because TC wouldn't respect him.
Wow, say that again?
When TC didn't give him the respect that he wanted,
yes, he
really was like bothered by that. He was really bothered by that. And I was like, yo, I said, they just I said, those dudes, they just flexing. I said, I said, people are supposed to want to win. I said, just let that go. I said, really let it go.
Wow.
Because remember, I was on Binary, and it was me, TC, and Binary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Smoke came in on Binary Show, was basically saying, yo, and I was basically taking up for Smoke, like TC said, you was digging him back up, and I was like, yeah, but you really didn't it wasn't a clear body bag. You was asking great questions, TC, but did you get them answered? So I was, my whole thing was I was riding for Smoke no matter what, and then Smoke actually had said, don't take after that, like somewhere in the middle of that conversation, Smoke actually said, Star, don't take up for me. I want to be the bad guy. And I thought he was trolling me, but I really think that was where it kind of started. Maybe he felt some kind of way that not only was I like, while he was on his panels ranting to the wind, right? And he was in the mountains. He was, talking. He wouldn't let nobody on the panels. He just wanted to rant. And I was like, well,
no, he fucked it up.
Yeah, because it was like if Binary said, well, since Smoke is, not Smoke, since Creepy is backing out this, because at first I was just supposed to fill in one weekend with Binary. But Creepy had something to do that weekend. And he said, why don't you, Creepy and him said, and Identity said, why don't you, and Beautiful, said, why don't you come and do it for this weekend? I was like, yeah, this will give me something to do, because Smoke is just I'm just sitting in the chat room waiting for him to drop the link, and he's not doing it because he just wants to fuss and fuss and fuss. So the next week, when they actually offered, because even that by then, maybe Smoke assumed that Creepy would go over there, and I would come, like he thought he would be finished fussing, and then we all go back to normal. But I think because all of these things, he started realizing that he couldn't control people, and all that fussing he was doing, it was really, instead of just saying, you know what, I messed up, he started blaming people for turning on him.
So what did it? What's the first instance of like rift?
Max coming back. Max coming back from that break. Remember, Max went on the break.
Yes.
Max went on the break. Max came back. The second thing, I was on the show the second week, and Aunt Cash App all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a week later, he started making accusations, and I was like, where are you going? Like, why are you doing this? Like, where is this going?
That was random. So what sparked that? That's my question, right? Like for example, y'all was all good and everything was jolly.
Right.
What was the first rift that caused everything, right? Like, for example,
I think it was when Max came back from his break.
Okay, so when Max came back, why did he like what was the beef between Max coming back? Like,
I think he was enjoying the spotlight, and Max coming back kind of took away. He I didn't go back to Max. He still had a lot of people from the panel, but I think he thought if Max came back, he would still control that side of the sector, that side. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was doing y'all thing over here, but on that side of the sector, I think Smoke was like, oh, Max is back. And maybe he realized Max was going to come back one day, but he wasn't really ready for Max to come back.
Right.
And
behind the scenes, right? And behind the scenes, after Max came back, what was the first conflict behind the scenes after Max came back that caused the rift?
When he started saying stuff like, he said, this is not about the ladies. He said, but Binary and Max and not Unc he didn't say anything about Unc at this time, but I think it was Unc the following week. But it was just mainly about Binary. And I had asked him about that. I said, why are you saying that Binary is fake? And I said, because it sounds like you're saying everybody on the panel, that means just me and Binary. I'm sorry, me and Identity. Are you saying that we fake? He said, no. I said, oh, okay. And then he did it again. And then when we said thank you, Unc, for the Cash App. So I think he said something about, he was like, oh, Unc, you gonna get Cash Apps, huh? And that's when he said something to Unc about giving the Cash Apps. And then me
paying that nigga.
Right. And then I said, no, now you saying stuff about Unc. What is this about? And he was like, I didn't mean it. I flipped out. And then he started saying stuff about the Thailand stuff. And I said, no, yo, you got to tell me where are you going with this? Because it feels like you're making accusations.
Right.
Because you're mad at Unc for Cash Apping us. And he was like, no, that's not about you. And I said, but no, I said, you can't. I said, I thought we was cool with Unc. He said, Star, you don't know everything. You don't have the answers, Star. I was like, well, tell me what are the answers. He said, I don't have to tell you. And then, so we start getting louder and louder.
AKA, I don't got no answers. Right, yeah.
Yeah. When my daughter walks in, I said, yo, we got to calm down because I can't have my daughter thinking.
Well, hold on, guys. Hold on. Brace yourselves. Yo, Al, man, look, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Are you going to have a conversation with D-Derailed? Yes or no? Yes or no, Al? Are you going to have that conversation?
I don't know. I put it out there. I don't think he's interested. So,
hold on.
I just wanted to check on.
Whoa, Al. So according to D-Derailed, he's willing to have a conversation with you on July the 3rd. Are you available July the 3rd?
July the 3rd for a conversation?
Yes. Are you available July the 3rd?
I don't know.
Are you available July the 10th?
For a conversation. You know what? Nah, I wouldn't be. I just was curious about how the press. I just came, so
You just said that you wanted to do it, but Godfather didn't want to. So now you don't want to do it. Like,
well,
what's
I
going
put
on?
it out there before.
He's
but
lying.
Yeah, I put it out there. I actually put it out there. I didn't hear
So
anything.
then he's responding. He wants to do it. So what's going on? So what are you talking about here?
Are you available July the 3rd? Yes or no? We can set that up for July the 3rd. I've already talked to
He said
D-Derailed.
yes. He said yes, Al. So what's going on? So why are you backing out? Like, why are you scared? Like,
I put it out there. I didn't hear anything, and now you guys wanted to resume it again. I'm not that interested.
So you're running, cool. You see, bro?
Okay,
I don't run.
He loves the attention, bro. He loves the attention, bro. I'll tell you right now, bro. He loves the attention.
I'm just here just to see how things have gone with the press conference because it sounds very.
You could do that in the chat.
I could, but I wanted to see how it was.
You're 2 hours
from
late,
this
Al. You're 2 hours late.
That's good. That's perfect timing for me. So has it been this civil the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
this guy, right? Listen up, bro. This guy put that out there, right? Because people stopped talking about him, right? So he put that out there just to get some attention and some airtime, right?
No, I don't need attention
and now he's backing out, right? And the next week,
no, I don't need
it's gonna be, oh my God, I'm trying to debate Sean Kim Ra. And then when Sean Kim Ra called in and said, oh, cool, I mean, let's do it. Then it's like, bro, this man,
we
right?
talked about it. And here's the thing.
You're being accountable. This guy said, right?
I threw out a topic. He threw out a couple topics. It wasn't working out. And then you stepped up and you volunteered to debate him. So, and that worked out.
No, that's not what happened, Al. No, Al.
That's precisely what happened.
You called into TC's panel and said, the only person that I would debate is Shakim Ra. And you never thought that Shakim Ra.
We talked about it. It didn't work out.
No, man. Listen up, bro. Yo, be accountable compared to debate. Listen. Yo, listen up, right?
I mean, you decided to debate. Here's the thing, bro. Flacco. You opted to debate. You didn't have to. You chose to do so. So,
but be accountable can pick a debate
to work out for you just fine.
But be accountable.
I'm sure you're getting a lot of cash apps and a lot of likes on your new channel, Flacco Reactions and all that. So I'm sure it's worked out. So we're talking about attention and
hold on, Al.
Let's not forget the last debate you did.
Hold on, Al. Flacco, go ahead.
Right, bro. He keeps on putting this thing. Listen, right? So look, he said the only person that I would debate is Shakim Ra. And within 6 minutes, Shakim Ra called in, right? And they talked a little bit, right? Something, right? And couldn't find but the right topic. Any people will say, right, all right, bro, listen.
Precisely. That's precisely what happened. It didn't work out.
Let's talk offline, right?
And debated him.
Let's talk offline, right? Let's talk offline and try to find something that we can debate about and talk about. Hold on,
Flock. Be accountable. Be accountable. I told Al, I said, you will flex the rules to make Al comfortable if he will step in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so, and that's all I wanted to say. And I'm out of here.
Right.
Yeah, like I was the thing I was trying to propose to Al was like, look, listen, it could just be you and D-Derailed having a back and forth conversation. You know, it can be the same rules, 5 minutes each, but the difference is there won't be no judges. It's just y'all just talking back and forth.
Sounds like a
That's
debate.
not a debate, Al. There's no judges. I won't have any judges for this one. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So it's just a conversation.
I understand that. Hey, I put it out. I didn't hear anything at this point.
He is lying.
Al, what are you talking about?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
No. Al, no, because you was in Slander God's chat on Monday. It is Thursday. I kept asking you, yo, Al, do you want to do the conversation on July the 3rd? You did not respond to me at all. You was too busy talking with Spot him, Shot him the whole time, and I know for a fact that you saw me asking you constantly during that chat.
I just said you did.
So what's up now? Like, are you going to have a conversation with D-Derailed on July the 3rd? We can set that up.
No, I'm not here to discuss that.
Yeah, you already have my answer. So it's I let cowards show themselves.
If he asked you on Monday, why are you like now saying that you put it out there and then hear back? He asked you 4 days ago.
No, I stated that I actually stated this some time ago.
When?
Then what's his name? DJ Drama then initiated trying to get it started again. Because I was on a live. He said, oh, why don't you go and talk to him? So I had already put it out there some time back initially. And then it got restarted again.
Al, just say you're intimidated.
Why are you so scared? And I'm not here to discuss that. So I'm not really here to talk about
Just admit that you don't want to go one-on-one against D-Derailed. I understand. Many have went your route. I understand that.
No, I don't have any.
Many have.
Here's the thing. I don't have any interest in going, what do you call it, one-on-one? I don't have any interest.
Sure you don't. But you had interest
on your side.
You had interest to speak with my name and other people's platforms without me being there to basically defend myself. But now when it's time for one-on-one confrontation,
when I'm not around,
you don't have the interest.
And you mentioned my name on your platform when I'm not around.
I've never. You're not interested enough. You're not interested.
He's the godfather of this sector, bro. He can say whoever's name.
You wanted to debate me. I told you no. You said he won't debate me, and you won't
debate me. It's obvious, Al. You will never debate me because you're afraid of being embarrassed, which I will do.
No, I'm not afraid of that.
I will embarrass you.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Well, prove it.
No, you won't.
Prove it.
Well, prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. That's the thing. I don't have to prove anything.
You know why? Because you're a failure. You've been a failure all your life.
No, I'm not a failure.
You're a quitter. You're a quitter and a failure. You are a quitter and a failure. And you're spineless. You're a spineless individual. And you're showing
in your view, you have an active imagination. You can believe that.
You are a spineless individual that runs away from competition.
D-Derailed, if I was spineless, I wouldn't be here.
Speaking of people,
so clearly I'm not.
Confronted,
here's the thing. It's all about you. It's all about your YouTube status.
This black guy ass Negro.
It's all about your being
Negro.
But
I can't call you Negro because you're Hawaiian. But
I'm not Hawaiian. That's a lie.
You are Hawaiian.
You're just a liar.
You are Hawaiian.
That's a lie, and you know
you
it.
are
That's
Hawaiian. No, you're lying. You know that. Quit denying your heritage. Quit denying your heritage.
Stop lying. Hawaiian. I'm not Hawaiian.
You are Hawaiian.
Stop lying. That's a lie, and you need to stop.
That is not a lie. Prove that you're not.
What are you, Albert? What are you, Albert? So what are you, bro? Can you just tell us, what are you, Albert?
Prove that you're not Hawaiian.
So, Albert, what are you, Albert? Just tell us right now, Albert. What are you, Albert? Tell us.
Again, did you not see?
Can you just tell us right now
what you are?
I was just on her show this morning.
Can you just tell us what you are, Albert?
And it's like we didn't see it. The same old nonsense.
They don't want to hear
about
Al, listen.
And I don't want to go through that again.
No one.
Just tell us. We didn't see it.
You're not ambiguous.
I've just gone through it today. It's like the same old thing.
For you to just state what you are.
It's very simple.
No, you're very simple.
It's all about you, and it's all about attention for yourself. I understand.
You talk all of that mess.
D-Derailed, I understand. D-Derailed, I understand. You're on YouTube. You want the like, share, subscribe.
That's what you're doing.
You want the attention.
No, I don't need the attention. I'm the Godfather. I carry your attention. You wouldn't even be here if it wouldn't be for me. You would not even be here, Al. You wouldn't be here if it wouldn't be for me.
He said attention.
It's all about
Yeah,
your
what?
ego.
Albert, you a fucking guest, nigga. Yo, Albert, are you dumb, bro? Albert, this is a fucking Godfather, nigga. Bro, you a fucking guest in his sector, nigga.
He's a Godfather.
Nigga, what?
Wouldn't even be here if it wouldn't be for me.
He's a nobody.
This Negro is
You
retarded.
would not be here.
He's a nobody.
Bro,
Nigga,
Al,
it's stupid.
Al,
Bro,
my
you're nothing, and you're a nobody. That's what you are,
in real life.
But you need to feel
listen,
like
my
you're somebody.
accolades in real
You need
life
to feel
are
that you're the
10 times what
Godfather.
you've done.
I understand that. It helps feed your
Al,
ego.
listen, you're a failed blogger. You're a failed blogger.
No,
You tried to work for the
But if you think that I
News
am,
Weekly and the
if that
Hawaiian
makes you
this and the
feel better,
Honolulu this and that, and you failed and got fired
Here-
at every last
here's
one of
the
those
thing.
places.
D-Derailed, if it makes you feel better to think that way,
You're an elementary
think that way.
writer. Nobody wants to read your stuff. Nobody cares.
Well, I
You
don't
never
know
was
about
successful.
people
You
who
never
read my
had
stuff. I don't care
longevity.
about that.
When you look at Al's resume, guys, Al
that's
has
nonsense.
never had stability in one place.
You've
Al
never
is a
seen my
failed
resume.
writer.
You've
That's
never seen
why
my
he
resume.
went to YouTube.
You've
to
never
try to-
seen my resume.
He went to
You've never
he
seen
went
it.
to the internet
Stop
to be a
making up things
blogger
about me.
because he could
Stop
not make
making
it
up things.
as a writer
Ow.
for newspapers and magazines.
Don't be
The
scared,
reality,
homie.
you get
Don't be scared.
Derailed. If it
You
makes
are
you
a
feel
failure.
better to think this way, if it
You
makes
are
you
a
feel
failure,
better
Al.
to think that way,
No, Al, it's the truth. You can't even
No, it's
say
not.
what you can't even
No, it's not.
you can't even describe your racial affiliation. You sat here and lied.
What does
saying
that got to do?
You claiming you have
I've already
African
stated
heritage,
what I
and
am.
you're
See,
lying your
again,
ass
it's,
off.
see, here's what it's about. Notice you keep going from one thing to another.
Because
It's
you,
not
because
really.
you keep
First,
lying
you
from
think
one
I'm
thing,
failed,
you
which
keep
I'm
lying
not.
from one
Then
thing
it's
to
about
another.
race.
When
It's
you start
all
telling
about
the
you,
truth,
guy.
when
It's
you start
all about
telling the
you,
truth, then you
D-Derailed.
can stick
It's
to one
all
topic,
about
Al.
you. It's all about you.
Al,
If it makes you feel
stick to
better,
one
here's the
topic.
thing. If it makes you
Tell
feel
the
better to
truth.
think I'm
Tell
a
the
failure,
truth, Al.
fine by
Tell
me.
the truth.
Thinking that way.
Tell
If
the
it
truth,
makes
You're
you
not
feel
black,
better
Albert.
to think
You're not
I'm
black,
white,
Albert.
even though I'm not, think that way.
Al, you're not.
Help me
you don't have
to help
African
you.
blood in you, Al.
Help
You're
me
Hawaiian.
to help you. Help me to help you.
No, you help
If
yourself.
it helps you feel
Help
better
yourself.
to
You don't need
believe
to help
those
me.
fictions
Help
about
yourself.
me, go
Help
ahead
yourself,
and
Al.
believe them.
Help yourself,
D-Derailed.
Al.
Help
You're
the
a
Godfather.
liar.
Is this nigga stupid?
You're a cultural appropriator, and you want to be
No,
part of our
no one
culture, but you're
cultural
trying to
appropriate.
appropriate.
A
And you're lying
cultural
about
You
your
make
heritage.
up all kinds of stuff. You just lie like a rug, don't
Just
you?
admit,
You just
Al.
lie.
Admit
Just
that
like
you're
you
a
lied
non-black.
about, just like you
Al,
lied
just
about
admit that you're a non-black.
anti-Afro, just
Al,
like you
you are
lie
a
about everyone
non-black.
else.
You are a non-black.
You lie about
You
everyone
are a
else.
non-black. You're a failure.
You can call me whatever you want. I don't care what you
Because
think
it's the
of me.
truth. I'm
A
calling you
big
the
failure.
truth.
A big
Hey, if
failure.
you want to see me in that way, that's fine by me. I don't care.
This motherfucker
Al,
writes for the
again,
Medium, man,
and
a
you
blog
lying to
site.
be, you
You
lied to
wanna hang on to your
when Be Accountable asked me to
illusions of
talk
who
to
I
you, I
am. Be
initially
my
said
guest.
yes. There
Be my
was no
guest.
confusion about
I was
me
here to see what
deciding
was
to
going
talk to
on
you.
in the press
I
con,
jumped
but
on it
it's
from
clear.
the start.
I mean, it seemed like a pretty good conversation, but you
No,
just
you came
ruined
in here
it
lying.
by being
You're a coward.
by
You're
being
yellow.
the liar
You're a yellow
and
coward.
being
And
the
you came in
pricks
here
that you
lying.
always are.
That's what you did.
Wow.
You
That's what
just
you did.
lie constantly.
Yeah, no,
Nothing
you
you
lie.
say is true.
No,
Nothing
you're
you say is
lying.
true.
Quit projecting your lies into me.
No lies here.
No, you are. Well, okay, Al. What race are you,
you're
Al?
the one who's lying.
Al,
You
what
stated I
race
was
are you?
Hawaiian, I'm not.
Al,
You
what is your
stated
racial?
I was
What is
some
your
kind
racial?
of-
Your racial
You stated I'm a
ancestry?
failure.
Yo, what's
I'm
your
not.
race,
Al,
Albert?
what is your racial
None of
ancestry?
it is true.
What's your race, Albert?
What is your race, Albert?
Why are you
Thank you.
talking
That's
No,
about
nigga,
my
what's your
race?
race, nigga? No. What's your race, nigga? What's your race, nigga?
You lying
What's your
ass.
race?
Say it.
Say what's your
I
race?
just
Come
was
on,
on
say
a
it.
panel talking about this.
Thank you.
No,
Now I
what's
gotta
your
come
nigga?
back
Say it.
again?
What's your race, Albert? Say it.
This is
wrong
what I'm
with
talking
you?
about, BA.
What's your race,
These are
Albert?
the
Say it.
frauds of the non-blacks that come in our sector claiming to be partially African, and then they come in here trying to come and disrupt the black
No
community.
one's playing. No one
That
is.
is
No one's
you.
lying
That is
about
you.
anything
You
other
speaking-
than you.
What's your race then,
You
Albert?
admit
Say it,
it.
man.
You
What you scared to say your
like
race,
it,
nigga?
that's too bad.
Yeah, what you scared to say your race,
on
Albert?
Let Me See Your Transcript platform that you knew very little about this sector, but you were were commenting on Umar Johnson. You admitted that you wrote.
Well, if you want to talk about Umar, that's a different story. You're not qualified to talk about
you didn't even research.
You're not qualified to talk about Umar.
To not even research.
Not qualified, nigga. Is you stupid?
You wrote a whole goddamn article on Umar Johnson with no knowledge.
He said not qualified. He said the Godfather not qualified to talk about Umar.
I don't care who he is. He's nothing to me.
Are you crazy, bro? This man had a fucking master's degree in his 20s.
So
what are you talking about? Not qualified. He's a professional. This man is wealthy. This man's an educated.
He's got a master's degree.
Are you stupid?
You're acting like that means
this man has done more. This man did more in his 20s than you did in your fucking life, Negro.
So it doesn't matter to me.
What are you talking about?
Al,
he just has a master's degree. So what? Master's degree in psychology.
I'm used to dealing with people like you that you wish that you can accomplish certain things and you failed. And then
I'm not a psychologist, so I don't wish to accomplish
that. You get upset. You get.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not a psychologist or a therapist or a
talking about them.
So I have no
reason. The bottom line, if you had a chance to trade places with me, you would.
In a heartbeat.
I wouldn't. No. That's the difference between me and you.
That's how colossal your ego is.
But you would trade places.
This is a case study right here.
That's the difference.
It's a case study.
You, Al.
This is just proving the point. It's all about your ego. It's all about your vanity.
It's sad, Al.
It's all about you.
Your life has
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
You wrote articles that nobody wanted to read. You never held long-term employment anywhere.
See, that's the difference. I wrote articles.
You worked at multiple,
and I got paid for the articles. That's the difference.
Outlets,
and I wrote, and I got paid
outlets, and it never worked out, Al, because you couldn't cut the mustard.
Were you a psychologist for 22 years? Maybe.
Now,
but I did that for over 20 years.
Al, let's just say it. You wasn't talented enough. Just admit it.
Well, I was talented enough to survive for over 20 years.
No, you wasn't talented enough.
Yes, I was.
Nobody wanted to read your stuff.
Peanuts. Al.
That's not how it works.
This man built a multi-million-dollar business, Al.
I survived for 22 years.
This man built a multi-million-dollar business, Al. What did you do, Al?
22 years. You're lying.
How long have you been a psychologist?
For that long?
How long have you been a psychologist, D-Derailed?
It don't matter. He built $1 million business, Al.
Do your research.
How long have you been a psychologist?
He's rich, Al.
I'm not a psychologist, you dumb fuck.
He's rich, Al. He's rich.
You're not a psychologist, then what are you?
Counselor.
He's rich, Al. Listen, Al, listen up, bro.
Let them go at it.
22 years writing for $20,000 a year, nigga. Shut up.
You are a if you are a counselor, you're not a psychologist. Okay, you proved that. Thank you for proving.
No, the documents prove it. You doxed me, and the documents prove what I have.
How long have you been a counselor? How long have you been a counselor?
I've been a counselor I've been licensed in the state of Texas since 2006. I've been working in this field for over 20 years from Louisiana, you dumbass.
You've only been a counselor for
it's not about my credentials. What about you? You work for $20,000. I make that in 1 week.
I didn't work for $20,000.
You mean to tell me I made more money in 1 week than you made a year? Is that what you were doing? That's what you were doing, Al?
Nope, I didn't work for $20,000.
That's like $1,500 a month, and you want to talk?
I never worked for $20,000.
One-on-one against the Godfather? Are you kidding me?
I didn't work for $20,000. That's another lie. Well, you just make things up, don't you?
You're a failure.
No,
you are a failure.
No evidence of anything.
You're a lonely, bitter failure.
Lie.
You are a failure.
So
you're
you've
a
only
failure
been licensed as a counselor.
You have regret. You have regret because you didn't accomplish.
You've been a counselor
since
2006.
I accomplished more at 25 than you did your whole life. That's sad.
Getting a master's degree. What did you do at 25?
At that time, I was gainfully employed. I was gainfully employed.
Oh, you had a job.
I was going all over the place.
Wow,
I had contracts.
And I had a job at 25. Oh, boy, how impressive. You know, millions of people had jobs at 25.
Nobody wanted
it's not impressive, guys.
The Honolulu,
it's not impressive.
The Honolulu Weekly and the Hawaiian Biz.
Let me get this straight.
Let me
get this straight. You've only been a licensed counselor in Texas.
Everything that Al did was working for the Hawaiian culture and the Asian culture. This guy knows nothing about black culture.
I had a career.
This guy knows nothing about Asian culture.
As a freelance writer. Not only that, I've been a professional writer.
Not educated in anything that's African American as far as our history.
So I have longevity.
Dude, write what you're used to writing about. You're used to writing about Hawaiians and you're used to writing about Asians.
No, I'm not used to writing about Hawaiians.
That's not true. Write about. Just stick with what you know.
I've written about Hawaiian,
Al.
But I'm not to write about Hawaiian.
You're a liar. You are a liar. You're a denier of your own culture.
No, no one is lying. The liar is you.
You are Hawaiian.
No, I'm not. You
that
can
you're not.
keep lying
Prove that
and
you're not
lying
Hawaiian.
and lying.
Tell us
I'm
out
not
you're not
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
I'm
We
not
asked you what
Hawaiian.
race you are, and you wouldn't even speak on it.
I never said I
Because we
was
know that
Hawaiian.
you're obviously not black.
You can think whatever you want.
No, I can. I don't have to say anything. I can
You can
visually
think
tell that
whatever
your
you
ass
want.
not black.
I stated
and I
that
know
I'm
that you're.
biracial.
I know for
I
a fact
stated
that
I'm
you're
biracial, and I've
Hawaiian,
left it
Al.
at that.
And
Biracial
you
with
came in
what,
here
Al?
That's the
grandstanding, trying
reality.
to make an interest, and then you tried to make it seem as if I was running away from the debate or the discussion.
D-Derailed, you just make the point. You
No,
look at
you
your
made the
behavior.
point.
You
You
look
made
at the
the
way
point
you
how
conduct
ignorant and
yourself,
spineless
and
that
it's
you are.
evident.
You
It's
made the point.
evident.
You came in here and
No,
made the
you
point,
made the
and then
point.
you lied to
You made
BA
the point. Look at your behavior.
about waiting on
You're
everybody else.
supposed to be.
No, Al.
Here's the thing. You're
Al,
supposed to be a
listen,
counselor.
Al.
Look at the way you're behaving.
Just
Look at the
admit it to
way that
yourself.
you're carrying on.
You can't
Look at the
stand.
way
You
you're
can't
carrying
stand
on.
you can't stand up to
Look at the
D-Derailed.
way you're
Just
carrying
admit
on.
it. Just admit it. You can't
There's
stand toe
nothing
to toe
to
with
admit.
D-Derailed.
In your case,
You
you're just
cannot
a
stand
liar.
toe to toe with the Godfather.
Look how.
You can't do it.
See, no one
You
needs to
can't
go
do it.
toe to toe with you. If you were a counselor
You
who
can't
actually
do it.
cared about
Me,
people
I'm not.
and
I'm
knew
not.
how to
I'm
deal
not
with people, you
functioning
would
as
not
a
want to go
counselor
toe
right
to
now,
toe with
dumbass.
anyone.
This is
That's
D-Derailed, the
not proper.
YouTube extraordinaire. Has nothing to do
You
with my
just
profession. If you want to
just
learn about my
confirm what I
profession, go to
said before.
D-Derailed Life
You are
Solutions, and I
not
can educate
professional.
you on everything
You're
you need
not
to know.
professional.
But you're not
Your
intelligent
behavior
enough
is
to decipher
atrocious.
between the
You
two,
are not
because
professional.
you're just
Just look at the way you're carrying on right now.
a worn out,
Look at the
older
way
Hill
you're carrying
writer
on right now.
that
Look at the
is
way you're carrying on
upset
right
that
now.
he couldn't get the book deal that he wanted. He's upset that he didn't get the notoriety that he thought he could get.
I never had a
it's
book
okay,
deal,
Al. It's
and I
over
never
for you.
looked to get a
It's
book
over.
deal.
Just
Again,
give it up.
another
You're
lie.
a failure.
But you have such an active
Admit that you are
imagination. You
a
just
failure.
make up
You
these
are a
things.
failure.
You just make it
You
up.
are a failure. You are a failure in life.
If it makes you feel better to lie and think that way, D-Derailed, then you can believe what you want.
Al, I know it hurts.
Reality says differently.
I know it hurts. Time has passed you by.
It doesn't hurt me
you don't
because
have
I'm
a
not
woman.
that.
You're alone. Nobody wants to fuck with you. You just sit there in that dingy ass apartment with your degree sitting up there slanted and shit. Al, it's okay, Al. It's okay, Al.
I'm not alone. But
it's okay, Al.
See, this is the thing.
It's okay, Al.
People can see his behavior.
Yes,
you wonder why I said he was unprofessional.
Bastard. They see your lying ass coming here lying to be accountable about us sitting down and having a cordial exchange.
Why he acted in a
BA. When you text me about doing this, how quick did it take me to concede to doing it, BA?
And disgusting.
When you asked me to do this, how long did it take for me to respond to you?
Very quick.
Exactly. So don't say
you want to come
here lying.
No, the only liar is you.
No,
all
the
of what
liar
you said
is
are
you.
lies.
You came in here lying.
You said
and
a bunch of lies.
Make it seem as if you were waiting on me to make the decision to do this. I made the decision very quickly.
What I stated.
Al, you're not in my league, man. You're not in my league.
What I wouldn't want to be in your league.
That. You know
because
you're
your league is the minor league.
Al,
so I wouldn't want to be in the minor league.
I prefer
the major league, which is where I am.
Al, you're not in my league.
I don't want to be in the minor league with D-Derailed.
Al, you're
I don't want to be in the minor league with D-Derailed.
You're just not in my league.
In conclusion, you can see why I said this man was unprofessional. Those of you out there in the chat and those of you watching, just imagine this guy working with patients.
And I know you wish you were, but you're not.
And providing therapy or counseling sessions with people.
Admit it.
Just look at the way he's acting and what he's saying. And just imagine yourself.
Admit it. This has nothing to do with being a therapist. This has nothing to do with a therapist.
And then my opinion has been rendered to facts.
I'm not a therapist. You have not hired me. I have no interaction, no professional interaction with you. This is you speaking to D-Derailed, the fucking Godfather. So you're going to have to accept it as what it is. Don't bring up no therapy and all that other bullshit to try to deter away, to deter from the fact that you're scared to debate me. You're scared to have any interaction with me. So it is what it is.
D, hold on, D. So I pretty much want to address something. So apparently we are begging Al to do stuff. Nah. Al has been coming to our panels. We haven't been going to Al. Al's been coming to us. So for anyone For anyone saying that we've been begging Al, that's not the case. Not only that, though, but I find it funny how for 2 hours, Al did not show up in the chat or on the panel. But as soon as he shows up, we now have these Wakanda Forever people trying to do all this trying to do all this pro blackity black stuff. Oh, blackity black. Oh, the white man. Oh, white supremacy. Blackity black. Wakanda Forever. Negroes, y'all have not said shit for 2 hours. And as soon as he says something, then y'all want to show up. Y'all need to quit this fake ass Wakanda Forever bullshit. Stop it. Anyways, so anyways, I'm gonna go to P. Go ahead, P.
Hey, how's everybody doing this evening? How you doing, Stargate?
All right, hello.
All right, what's going on, D-Derailed?
What's up, brother?
All right. Hey, nothing. Can somebody do me a favor next time he's on a panel? Because I wanted to ask him a question, but out of respect, I didn't want to, interrupt you two conversing. But I just had a question because I seen hold the ink pen. That kind of had me think he was taking notes. But anyway, was somebody, if it hasn't been asked before, I was going to ask him, like, what is his interest with us? And if somebody could ask him that question, or if it's already been asked, I'd love to know what he.
Well, I would like to sum it up in these words. Apparently, there was a guy named. Okay, let me see your transcript. Just told me earlier. Vita V, do you remember the guy that, or anybody on this panel remember the guy that? Let me see your transcript. Said had mentioned Al to her, and she did the interview. It was one of the Cookie Crush chat people that told Let Me See Your Transcript about Al. We actually thought it was Let Me See Your Transcript started that reached out to Al. She said no, somebody in the Cookie Crush chat. Black Anonymous. Thank you, Vita V. It was Black Anonymous. He's in the Cookie Crush chat. Let me see you Black Anonymous and let me see your transcript. Do some type. I think they talk to each other behind the scenes. She did the interview. She realized that Al would probably make waves in the sector, but she realized that there are times that Al has great discussions, and there's sometimes that Al can throw the conversations off. I've even told Al, I said, right now, Al, don't come on the panel right now because I don't want you to throw the conversation off. But I do want him to make sure that when he's talking or has his opinion about people, to watch what he say, because I have noticed that he does say things that get people riled up. And I don't, because in the beginning, I was cool. Like, I'm still cool with Al. I want everybody to, I'm still cool with him. Just watch what you say. So, P, that's basically, in a nutshell, the history of Al. Oh, no, because he said that after he was on Let Me See Your Transcripts interview, people were saying things about him. But then Red Pill said that he actually came to TC's panel, and then he said something about Tiff. They got mad at that. Well, let's just say Tiff actually told me that he said that Al said that she looks disgusting and regarding her phenotype. And so Al was saying, no, I was talking about your attitude. And so because of this unsettled conversation, Al feels like people have been talking about him. People feel like Al has been talking about them. So it's been like, there you go. So that's the history in a nutshell. If anybody felt like I left anything out, oh no. And so Al is on this campaign to clear his name, and he goes to panels where he feel like he can clear his name.
I want to add, and I think that it's appropriate for me to add, that Al had no business speaking of Tiffany in that disparaging manner that is conducive to historically what the majority culture has described Black women as looking like. It was equivalent to that. I think it was distasteful. And I also think that it was also embarrassing that another African-American woman sat there and laughed at him actually making making comments like that and she has the same fucking phenotype. You know, I think and my thing is that Al talked about her physically, and he talked about her behavior and so forth, and he's spoken about someone that he never talked to, don't know anything about. Just like Umar Johnson, he did no research. He admitted on her show, on that interview, that he did not know much about her, that he got information from Black Anonymous, and then the little that he knew, he decided to write a goddamn article and have it published without doing his due diligence. Also, Al has made it a point, as he's went from one panel to another, to speak in negative manners about people, and as far as their intelligence, that they're scammers. This is a man that knows very little about the sector, but you have a lot to say about picking out certain people and speaking of them in a negative manner. To me, equivalent of slander, saying slanderous statements about me, saying slanderous statements about Umar Johnson and others. So this is Al dug himself in this because Al couldn't keep his damn mouth shut. When you name dropping people, people are going to feel some kind of way. And he went from one platform to another. He does the same thing. He'll watch in the clouds, and he'll pop up in the middle, just like he did in Smoke Channel and other people. And then he'll say stuff. Matter of fact, this man had the gall to even come up on my platform and tried to talk shit. This is his behavior. He's disruptive.
The overall, no, I'm sorry. Were you done, D-Derailed?
No, go ahead. I'm good.
The overall vibe I get from him, just me. You know, I might be wrong, but the overall vibe I get from him, and I'm gonna give you an analogy. You know, when you go to the zoo, spend a nice day at the zoo, when you just have a nice day at the zoo, looking at all the animals, all the exhibits, and that's what you're there for. You're smiling, you leave a smile on your face, and you just nice day at the zoo. That's what I feel like. Like, just even observing him on panels, it's like, for him it's a day at the zoo. And I don't just watching him on panels, I don't feel comfortable. And that which leads back to my original question, like, what is your interest? Are we just like sort like you turn on looking at Wild Kingdom, or you know what I mean? Because I don't, on top of what D-Derailed said, and what I've observed, it kind of goes in line with what D-Derailed is saying. So I asked, like, what's your end game? Like, why are you here? Because I feel watching you like you're looking at, like you're treating this like a day at the zoo.
Right? For entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's different for us because we're entertaining each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just get that vibe from him that he's just like laughing at us, and this is like a day for him at the zoo. And I don't like that, especially like at my people's expense.
I actually told Al today, I said people are starting to feel like you have a lot of opinions, but don't want to really be a part of the sector on a personal level. And I said, if you don't want to be a part of the sector, that is your right, but you have to stop giving your opinions because it is becoming an issue. So, and there were some people that said, just get Al off your show. I said, hold on, because I said, I would rather have these conversations with Al and try to work things out. Because because Derailed made me cry.
Really?
I said, if I can make up with Derailed and I can get over my tears and stop crying over Derailed, I'm gonna give Al a chance to, if he wants to be involved in the sector the way he wants to, I will make sure when he comes on my panel that he doesn't speak about people or give his opinions about people, because I do want, because I participate in the sector. Like, I don't just come and watch people. I like to participate, and therefore I feel like I have a right to give my opinion. So I do feel like if he gives his opinion and people want him to participate, I feel that, like, if you want to give your opinion, you need to participate in more things, open up to people. If Al wants to stay closed, then you have to expect people they're going to feel some kind of way, and they're going to look at you with a side eye. So, yeah.
I will say this, Stargate. I'm all about tearing down walls, and it's like the more you know about a person and their culture or whatever, the more you understand about people. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a situation where shit, just taking you for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he's a welcome excuse me, if he's a welcome guest to your panel, that's opportunity for him, because he's an articulate man. So that's an opportunity for him to learn whatever he wants to learn and ask whatever he wants to ask. But it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who is he? What is he? So he could, if he came to the table like with all the cards showing, instead of it being just a one-way street, like I said, with this motherfucker taking notes, it could be a exchange of knowledge and exchange of culture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. But when you come to the table, just like I said, you're giving people nothing. So therefore, you give me the impression that you're looking at us. You ain't with us, so to speak.
He can't even say what race he is.
Like, who cares if you said it the other day? It may not be people who heard it the other day.
Right. That's why I was telling Alice that they want to hear it from you. They don't want to other people telling them, because it's better to hear it from the horse's mouth. So that's what getting to know people is all about. That's what sharing. You said it's an exchange, right? P.
Right.
Let's exchange. If you have the desire to express your opinions about people, you have to so on my platform, Al, you will have to open up more. Don't expect to just say things and not, if you want to stay close, that's okay too, but I'm not going to allow you to say things or speak your opinions about people. So, yeah.
Right. Man, but I was planning on ending this live about an hour ago, but then we had Al. But then all of a sudden we had Al. Then we had the Wakanda Forever pro blackity black people now want to say something after 2 hours of this white man not being on the damn panel. But all of a sudden, as soon as the white man come on here, everybody want to flood over here. Which one of us doing this? Why you got this white man up here? Well, where the fuck was y'all at when we had all black people on the goddamn panel? Y'all need to stop that fake ass Wakanda pro blackity black bullshit. I see it all the time on YouTube. Everybody want to keep talking that pro blackity black bullshit and don't want to do shit about it. So stop it. Anyways, y'all. I'm about to end this live. It's getting late. P, you got any last words?
Oh no, as always, I just all the content creators, I just thank I'm just appreciative that when you see me ask to drop the link, you're you're gracious enough to do it and you include me on the panel. So, D-Derailed, that goes for you. Be accountable, whoever listening and I'm on their panel. I just don't want it to think it goes for granted. You know what I'm saying? That I take shit for granted. So I'm humbled and I'm appreciative whenever somebody let me on the panel. Even if I'm just, talking shit, I ain't gonna never say nothing. So, you know what I mean? And wait a minute, hold on. D-Derailed, I've said it before. You said it your way. I'm gonna say it my way again. Like, yo, some of y'all need to back up from the table. It's just getting too fucking deep.
Right.
And when it's like that, D-Derailed, you know I ain't bullshit. I've said that before. Scoot back away from this table. If you find here's the key: if you find yourself thinking about a motherfucker when you ain't on here, it's time to scoot the fuck away.
Right.
Flat out. Yeah, I mean, if this life or these streets is better than your real streets, back the fuck away. Get some shit going. Find a friend. Find a hobby. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass serious. Scoot the fuck away from the table for a while, because find a different soap opera. Because yeah, I mean, people getting way too emotional about this shit. So that's all I got, man. Yeah, hey man, y'all be safe in the real streets. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe.
All right.
Appreciate it, P. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to D-Derailed. You got any last words?
Hey man, I gotta say that, man. He riled me up a little bit more than I needed to be.
It was good. It was good. It's good.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. My stomach is funny. But, man,
your stomach getting worse or better?
No, it got a little worse, but I'm good.
Okay.
I'm settled. I'm settled, man. I got me some.
You can't let those whatever going on in your stomach get riled up. Now.
But I'm gonna say this, BA. What I didn't like was from the beginning he was disingenuous. He had the audacity to state that he was waiting on us, as if he was waiting on me to make a decision about the debate, or as if you did something in the process that was inadequate that led to the delay in deciding when we were going to have a discussion. When you sent me the text, I instantly responded back with much anticipation and was ecstatic about it. So he needs to stop. So when he did that, I already knew he was full of shit. Then he kept going. Then it got to a point where I just had to, we just had to have that. It was going. We all knew it was going to happen, but he came up for a reason. He was grandstanding like he always does. If he was really concerned about us debating about him and he was being deleted, he would have came in at the beginning, or he would have came in at an appropriate time when Stargate was up here. I do apologize for being late for reasons I've already stated, but he could have came in hours ago and he could have stated whatever. If he really was genuine about attempting to interact with the sector and discuss things and have a discussion and set up a debate. Or the discussion. You said it wasn't even a debate. It was just a discussion. I mean, I would have been cordial with him. I mean, but when you start lying and saying things and now you're pointing the fingers at everybody else and not pointing the finger at yourself, you're the reason why the date was not set, because you basically gave me that option, 3-4 days ago? At least. And I told you, I told you whatever day you pick is fine. I mean, it could be the 3rd, the 10th. It doesn't matter. I'm good. He chose not to make that decision. So I just want people to understand that you hear this man come up here talking and saying stuff. He's talking out of his ass. I mean, if you don't, I would rather you just say, listen, I have no interest. If you said you don't want to debate me, that's fine. If you have no interest in wanting to speak to me one-on-one, you just say that. And then you don't waste our time. We can move on. You're not that important. So,
yeah, man.
Other than that, guys, appreciate it, man. It's been fun. And I'm going to get some rest, and I'm going to be good, and I'll be ready to go on Saturday.
All right.
All right. I see you then, D.
All right. Peace.
All right. Well, be accountable. Thank you so much for letting me on and believing in the, I guess, whatever. Yeah, there you go. Because you said I got in my bag today. But I never know when it's coming out, though. Because, I couldn't do it with Scarlett. I don't know. I couldn't fight Scarlett and I was like, I just thought I was making great points. But you're right. I didn't. So, but thank you for letting me come back.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Stargate. I appreciate it.
All right. Y'all have a great night, everybody.
Well, guys, we're about to end it up here. And as you guys can obviously see, anybody's welcome on my panel. And also, too, as I keep saying, I don't have no mods. And that means, you're more than welcome to say whatever it is that you want. And I allow that. And I welcome that all the time. For example, we got Sector Wars on here. Hold on. Where's Sector Wars at? Got Sector Wars on here. You know, we had a back and forth throughout the last hour. And I'll leave his stuff up there. You know, like I'm cool with Sector Wars. You know, he's more than welcome to welcome his opinion. And I don't got no mods. You know, like I don't gotta tell nobody to block his comments. I welcome all y'all comments in. And it's like I always tell people, someone coming at you, go ahead and go back at them back. That applies with me as well. So that's what makes my platform stand out. And it's like I said, as far as Al go, you know, I have I never told Al in advance to come to my platform or anything. Each and every time Al came on my platform, each and every time he came on my platform, he came on with his own decision. He came on there with his own decision. So I really don't see how I'm begging somebody to do something when Al's the one that keeps coming to me. I'm not the one who keeps going to Al. He's the one that keeps coming to me. So I really don't see how that's begging at all. And it's also, like I said, for anyone that wants to question me of me trying to get a white man to do certain things, nah, because for the past 2 hours, Al wasn't on my platform. And I think we peaked at around 40-something viewers. And as soon as Al came in, everybody want to flood in now just because Al was in. And I got people like Sector Wars want to be asking me, oh, well, what's the point of you having this white man on here? And yada, yada. It's like, nigga, like I didn't see you until Al came on. Where was you for the past 2 hours? So you mean to tell me that you conveniently come on the platform once Al comes on? But where was you the last 2 hours? I just find that strange to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, Scarlett, exactly. Yes, Scarlett, exactly. All this explaining because I'm trying to show y'all. Once Al came on, all y'all want to come in now. But that's where I'm getting at, though. But it's all love, Sector Wars. You know, it's like I said, like I pretty much welcome your opinion. I pretty much welcome anybody's opinion. I haven't blocked nobody yet or nothing. But anyways, it's our press conference for tonight. And this Saturday, we'll be derailing Stargate. The topic will be, should Al get canceled? Should be a great time. Appreciate everybody for coming in, whether I agreed or disagreed with you or not. Again, I don't got no mods. I ain't going to block you or nothing like that. So with all that being said, guys, appreciate everybody for coming in. And I'll see you guys Saturday.